trying to slow down some of this aggressiveness from Maryland.
Washington spins through the lane, defended by Dort. A foul +1. Buchanan posting inside, lowers the shoulder and banks it in. Scored 4 straight since then. Coit with 5 to shoot. Gets to the basket and flips it in. Bodying up against Del Pino. Buchanan all the way to the cup, lays it in.
And it's watching Michigan so many times, seeing Duke and the way they brought that physicality was crazy.
Del Pino spins and connects. Francis bounces into Buchanan. 4 on the shot clock. Wraps his way into the lane. Floats it up and in. What a finish. Francis attacking baseline. Solomon Washington stays put. Give it up to Grant in the lane. Spins it in.
Great read by Maxim, finds the guy in the lane.
Mills, too strong. Rutgers with numbers, a chance to run. Francis lobs, Grant flushes.
The ladder to keep that one alive for Maryland. Saunders ends up with it.
Says Coit maneuvering through the lane, scoops it in with the underhand.
Michael Davis aimed long. Now you got to get downhill if you're Maryland.
Mills does, all the way to the basket, easy lay-in. 2-point game again. Seconds to go, 4-point deficit for Maryland. Coit gets downhill, banks it in. 2-point game again, no timeouts for either side.
This one's Darren Buchanan, 59%, walks right up to the line, knocks it down.
The Mills 3 makes it a 3-point game again. Free throw shooter. 10 for 10 for Rutgers down the stretch. Misses the second intentionally. Saunders heaves it. Pikel and Rutgers survive.
They're going small because it gives them some offensive advantages.
Egevin on top. It's Thornton right here. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Kaufman-Renn will bump into him. He's also got Jakari Harris out there on him. Thornton set, shoots, scores!
I agree with Gene. That's a common foul, but you can't re-officiate the play after the fact.
Kaufman-Renn has it. Smith breaks free. 15-footer launched. Smith's got 15. He averages 15. Egevin will get it. Mobley has it. Thornton will make a move. Doubled. And with the fake, got it in off.
Boy, fortunate. A gamble there by Braden Smith, and he whiffed on it. Now just an errant pass.
It's Chapman. Weaving, driving, slithering, scoring. Tilly is 4th. Clough is in, sets a screen. And Smith, it's Harris. He'll spin off Chapman, lean in, tie for the deuce. Purdue led early by 7. Buckeyes have led by as many as 14. It's a 3, Mobley got it! Omer Meyer. Murphy stays in the game. Down low to Clough. Egevin will try to defend, but can't. Time is of the essence. Kaufman-Renn. Royal will defend. Got it. Fouled. Counted for 2. A 16-point lead is down to 11. Kaufman-Renn will watch it drop. Thornton goes over on Smith.
The Buckeyes drop back into a zone out of that full court pressure. Haven't seen that much in the second half.
Good point. Kaufman-Renn, screen. Smith, Lawyer, long 3. Good! Wow, what a hit. Plenty of time left for the Boilers. Down by 8. Smith will survey. He'll make the move, slash to the rack with the bump in the 2. This is the closest the game has been since halftime. It's a 10-2 Boilermaker run. Big possession for the Buckeyes here.
Here's Mobley as the back screener.
Oh, what a pass. They kick. Bynum, 3. Good! They got C.J. Cox on the ball. Tilly and Royal is back in. Benter is there. No call. Thornton. Tilly drives. Oh, and a slam! Parachuting in. Devin Royal. So opportunistic. And it couldn't have come at a better time. Lawyer 3, no. Rebound, they do it in a gang, but they threw it away. Cox will put it in.
I think if you're Purdue, you got to hunt threes here.
And they do, and they get one. All right, here we go. 9-point game. Smith with it. Royal on him. Loyer, long three. No. Rebound inside. Benter got it. Fouled. It's Smith. It's Murphy. Loyer, long three. Good. 2.2 on the clock. The inbound. That's it. The Buckeyes have just picked up their biggest win of the season.
Don't waste a pass on a 2-on-1 if somebody's made a commitment defensively.
Harding passed on the three. His take cut off. And Toolson, a hard drive that Shorty skies over the pack to tie the game.
Go straight up.
Yeah,
Get on your toes.
Picasso would have been a bad free throw shooter.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He might have shot it from the elbow.
8.5 in the game, 1 point TCU lead, and it grows since 2023. The handoff was shut off. Toolson goes the other way. Gets the switch, punch fills, and packs it home.
The 4-minute timeout as you can. You're just playing time and score, risk and reward.
And Pierre, tough bucket. And Harding watches the shot clock go all the way down to 10. Pierre settles for a three, and that's not a settle when you make it.
No.
Caden Pierre delivers the biggest lead of the night for TCU. And they still have David Punch on the bench. Here's Mosley. And just the third team foul against Texas Tech. Pierre runs into trouble. It's Mosley out with the on-ball defense. Atwell finds the line and finds three. 15th offensive rebound in this game.
Keep an eye on Lelovich here in that corner. If there's any help, they can skip it.
Harding on the cross. Has quickness. Ran into trouble. Got to get it up. He forced it up and found it home. A couple of trips because they're three-point shooting. But getting close to the 2-minute mark. A three is down.
There'll be a slip, and Boyer should come behind it.
Anderson doesn't have a field goal in the half, just the 2 free throws. He set up Mosley. It's a 7-point game with 1:40 to go. And here's the pressure for Texas Tech. And it's turned over. It's left for Petty, and just like that, 4 quick points. And multiple fouls to give, just 14 fouls for Texas Tech.
Now, you don't want to foul now. You just want to play. You just want to play down to 10 seconds and block out when that shot goes up if you're Texas Tech.
They will let it ride down to 5. Robinson's open behind the defense for a jam.
Big time play. They're in the trap. They're in the movement. They just found the open man. Big time.
Inside a minute, Texas Tech, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country, always within range.
Yep. Look for the steal, look for the trap, and then foul.
Petty almost got there.
Now you want to get him.
No foul in the backcourt. TCU wouldn't have minded that foul. And Robinson denied. Lost it. Edmonds sweeps it up.
But you've got to get better. They've got to find a way to get that short roll game going again and not free up Christian Anderson more often than not. There's no doubt about it. And you need more from LaJuan Watts, especially on the defensive end.
That'll do it. They'll count that. They'll check at the monitor just to make sure. But TCU with another top 10 win. They've won 7 of 8.
To have Trayvon Spillers or someone be able to space the defense and clear the paint for this guy.
Midway through the second half, Wake Forest trailing by 10. Shot clock ticks down to 5. Harris in attack mode. Pulls up, hits it. Juke Harris, the master of the mid-range. Here's DeRitter. Trying to spin his way free. Well read. Makai Mason came over and stole it away. Mason down the lane, lays it up and in for 2.
Runs a lot of great actions.
Schwieger rejected at the rim once more. Tony Enzo says no. Here's White. How about the speed, Jakari White?
But they continue to make plays.
White makes Wink pay. Not going away here.
That's a nice way to put it. It looked like Jakari White for a second went colorblind. He just turned and threw it right to him. I thought Schwieger was going to give it back to him like it was an accident.
Mason hits the 3.
Mason there came off the screen, not ready to shoot.
Hall all alone. The immediate answer. Dallin Hall delivers.
Cut it to 6, and then Trying to draw a foul, hitting the deck, giving up an open three.
Step back three. Mason again. Back-to-back threes for Makai Mason. Transition triple. It's good. Malik Thomas drills it. Here's DeRitter. Kick out. Hall thought about the three. Now drives. Leaves it off. Puts the foul. Duke Harris gets contact and that rolls down.
To have him on that night. Been blessed to call that game. He came over, and it's really fun to have an opportunity to talk to Tony on such a special occasion.
Makai Mason red hot.
And this is a key possession for Wake. Can you finally bust through?
Breakdown defensively. And that rolls in. Johan Grunlow. Can they find magic here on the road? Virginia trying to hang on and clinch that #2 seed in the ACC tournament. Duke Harris and the Demon Deacons not backing down, though.
Stop.
Mallory, great pump fake. Splits two, through contact, no call. Kick out. Hall a three. Off the mark. Grunlow, an offensive rebound. That allows Virginia to take more time off of this clock. Under 1:30 to play now. Thomas fires a three.
Virginia, you want to get your lick back. Talk about rivalry week. That Duke and Carolina matchup will be the same.
Mason, just in the single bonus, would have to shoot 1 and 1.
Yeah.
Mallory explodes. Can't finish. Offensive rebound to Ritter. It's loose and Wake Forest has it. Demon Deacons don't have time, though. Mason, that rims in. Count it. Plus the foul. Virginia just 11 of 18 from the free throw line tonight. Mallory has to make the first to earn the second, and he misses. Demon Deacons have life here. Harris, a corner three. No good. Virginia's got the rebound. Hall is fouled. Demon Deacons just have one timeout.
Pitch it back to Akins and let him push it up the floor.
Akins fires a three. Got it! Devin Tillis can run the baseline. Does so here. Gets it. Inbounds to Hall. It was swiped away by Miles Colvin. Wake Forest is out of timeout, so they cannot challenge, even if they feel like it did go off Virginia last.
They're looking. And that's why I don't like bounce passes. And
has to get it in. Bounces it to Dallin Hall, who's fouled, and he will baseball pass looking for Spillers. It gets through. Mason a three. Falls off the rim, no good, and Virginia hangs on.
Vessar back on the floor as Godfrey charges into him and gets another one to fall. Yeah, but that doesn't make me a little person. I'm
sorry, you're a tiny person.
5'11" and 3/4.
You're not 5'11", Kevin.
I'm 5'11" and 3/4. Godfrey. Wow. He's taller than 5'11" and 3/4. RJ Godfrey. A dominant performance by Godfrey in his penultimate regular season college game. He is 9 for 10. Vessar, there's a touch and there's a Carolina lead.
He's pushing off his block. He's playing extremely physical. Vessar has to meet the challenge.
Hunter. Godfrey's already hit one, and he's hit two! And no offense to the Ospreys, but that is not the same as having 21 against the University of North Carolina. Justin Porter gets three, and Clemson's lead is 3.
Porter just utilized a little ball fake and found himself wide open at the rim.
Got to get Vessar more touches here.
I think you have to.
And he hands off to Bogovic to tie the game.
And I often felt that the way you played in your conference tournament really spoke about how you entered the NCAA tournament if you were finding your defensive and offensive rhythm at the right time.
1 for 2 for Vessar. Welling with another three. Rolls it home, his third of the game.
Welling just knocking them down at a high clip in the second half.
55-53 Clemson. Bogovic's attacking, stepping back. Oh! Tough make!
He'll have a mid-range jump shot if he can just recognize what the defense is giving him.
Here's Bogovac. He's free. It's good! No points in the last 3 minutes for Clemson. Bogovac flying off a screen. That pass too hard for Vesar to handle. Trimble's there to bail him out. Trimble on a tough shooting senior night. Buries a big two. Kid has put the Tar Heels up 6. Clemson has gone cold offensively. Deep three, Buckner. He rattles it home.
Big shot.
Ace Buckner had been 1 for 6 before that. He brings Clemson back within 3. Here's Vesar. Got a step. And Godfrey defended it well on the help. Welling has the rebound. Where's the look here for Clemson?
I think you go back to your bread and butter. I think you give the ball to Godfrey. He's been so good on the block. He should just take his time.
That's exactly what they do. Godfrey digging. Godfrey. Vesar's 4th foul. .115 to go for Carolina. With the ball up 2. Stevenson. It's been Bogavac's night. Johnson's out on him. Vesar screens. Bogovac too deep. Stevenson. Offensive rebound back to Trimble. And Hubert Davis will use Carolina's 2nd timeout.
I know his name is Luka, but he's playing like Luka in the 2nd half.
In there with Dixon, Vesar, Stevenson, and the senior Seth Trimble. Dixon with a 3. Got it! The freshman Derek Dixon with the biggest shot of the night. Hunter attacks Godfrey, and there's a foul before the shot went up. Trimble gets it in to Dixon. Tough place to catch. Back to Trimble. Trimble. Stevenson. Got to get it across here. What do we have from Ron Groover? A foul. A Clemson foul right as Carolina was getting the ball across. It's on Wallin. It's the 8th-team foul. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Stevenson.
Caught that ball Stratton. That ball almost crossed that line.
First one. No good.
Don't need a 3. You can still get a quick 2 and extend the game. He's got to go.
Hunter with 25. Clemson down by 3.
They're going to take a 3. They can't get into it.
Now Hunter will go around Bogovac. 1-point game. Clemson will not use its final timeout. Here's Dixon.
Got to look up.
Oh, nearly turned it over. Bogovac dribbling through. He is held with 12.2 to go. Well, Hunter will inbound. Davidson has checked in for Godfrey. Has to get it in. No timeouts left. Hunter barely got it in.
Now you got to take a 3.
It's Hunter driving. Hunter leans in for 2. Taps up his miss. Trimble's got the rebound and fouled with 9/10 of a second to go.
For 15 to Fort. Football pass to Fort. He blew it. The place will explode with a bucket here. Jackson. Put back jam for Mitchell. Together they've rebuilt this house in Manhattan.
Have to point out, Zuby Ejiofor.
Darling.
Wow.
Ringing the church bells. St. John's leads. A 3 is short. Ejiofor at the rebound. This place is on fire tonight.
The pace forcing the issue. Darling with the turnover force.
Sandin.
It is senior night. Emotions are high.
Sandin's just been letting it fly. He is hot. Josan Sandin with 13 points. Williams
Need a bucket.
in the biggest way. Kicks. It's a 3. Mulready. Kayvon Mulready has 20. Big one here. Clutch.
Classy.
10 seconds. They don't have a timeout. It's Williams. They've played it out thus far. Williams with 5. Williams with 3. Off to Caleb Williams. St. John's is a winner. The magic at MSG is real. And the Red Storm even up UConn at 17-2.
The offensive glass pulled free, but it falls to James. And a deep 3 for Sonny Wilson to stop and go to the corner. Open 3. Bullseye for Craig. Yeah, big rope to steal that and stay in bounds.
Yeah, just a bad decision by Atlason.
Strong uses the speed. Suter looking for an option. It's Elmer from the M. Yes! It off, up and under, too strong for Owinga, but Toledo grabs the loose ball, and Strong nails a 3. Left it on the deck. Skowjak goes after it, comes up with it. Time running out for Miami. 3 seconds, 2, Suter, got it! He's got to really dig in and not get the 4th here in the next couple minutes. Crafty move for Blyden, and another. Woolfolk. That gets it back within 3. Suter sends 2 tumbling. Woolfolk Trey. Oh, yeah!
Leads to the breakout.
Skowjak lost it in the paint, regathered, and scores. James buries a jumper. By Suter. Rebound, though, right to James for the lay-in.
Yeah, Miami.
Corner 3. Falls off for Wilson. Out of bounds to Toledo with 1:20 to play. Here's Blyden with 5 left. Bolts for the basket, pulls up and hits it. Skowjak finds Woolfolk. Wide open for the lay. Timeout. Wilson drives, spins, lost the basketball. Got it back. Went up in a crowd, loose ball right on the back and lost the ball. Elmer down to it, Blyden can't get it off. Skowjak fouled with 1:10 to go. Put a bow on this one. A 1-and-1. Skowjak misses it. Owinga can't get it off. And again, final home game of the regular season.
UCF no field goals in almost 3 minutes. Oklahoma State is without a field goal for more than 6 minutes. But the Cowboys are right in it on the road. Roy, a little hesitation. Counted in the foul. But he's made 8 of 11 free throws.
Ahmed's calling for that ball. He wanted it. He got it.
His shot blocked by Bull. Ahmed stays with it. And Roy is there to follow up the miss.
Yeah. This was the right day to do it without Fowler. They needed it. Good shot.
Carmelo Pacheco continues to provide a big lift for the UCF offense.
Professional shooter, Carmelo Pacheco.
Christian Coleman created some space with Burks backing up.
Because he has been an asset to every program he's been with, as well as he's going to get a college education out of it. So congrats to Christian Coleman. Golly.
He is a resilient guy who has found a way to succeed at the highest level of college basketball. Roy starting to feel it. There's a step back 3 that rattles home.
He really does. I mean, it was Jalen Curry show in the first half, but it has been all Anthony Roy here down the stretch.
Stillwell trying to answer with a 3.
And none bigger than that 3 right there, as all the momentum was going Oklahoma State's way. What a find!
The lob for Isaiah Coleman.
But that's what Oklahoma State has done. The free throw line has been a big part of why they have been successful in this game. And this young man right here for another one. Boom! Anthony Roy has been sensational down the stretch for the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Couple of ball fakes by Stillwell. John Bull around and down with the follow. So a bucket out of the timeout for UCF. Cleary into the lane, leaning, tough shot.
He still has one in the tank. 3 timeouts, so none of that's an issue.
Folks has his shot pinned against the glass. Stillwell to follow it up, plus the foul. Clary challenging Bull, and he gets it to go. The one-hand finish from Kanye Clary.
Just high ball screen action, allowing Kanye Clary, Jalen Curry, or Anthony Roy to get to their strong hand, which is their left hand. It's good action.
Kugel attacks. Able to finish up and around Christian Coleman. This UCF home crowd rises to its feet, hoping to inspire a stop. Oklahoma State has led most of the second half.
Kanye Clary gonna come off his ball screen.
Has a look for three.
Woo!
And knocks it down. Kanye Clary with a massive triple.
Kanye Clary, what a big-time shot in a big-time moment. Waved off his teammates and said, "Let me have my dance."
And then Clary commits a foul as Folks. Christian Coleman has it against Stillwell.
That's a tough matchup.
Coleman bowling his way in, and a foul called against UCF's JaMychal Stillwell.
Knocked them both down.
6-point game. Chris Johnson all the way. Fouled by Ahmed. So more free throws coming for UCF. Just one road win this season for the Cowboys. And it just got a little harder to close out. Devin Cambridge takes it away from Curry. Chris Johnson fouled with 45.7 to go. UCF has lived at the line the last several possessions. Folks turns the corner, and there's a foul on Ahmed. So UCF down 3.
They're still pushing for the best available here, which means they don't need a 3. If they get an easy 2, they'll take it.
Folks all the way in, again gets a friendly roll. 1-point game, 28.3 to go. Christian Coleman, back to Isaiah Coleman, who hammers it through. I don't know, UCF ever took the ball out of bounds. That's what Oklahoma State is saying. We're down to 15 seconds to go. 3-point game. Chris Johnson, step back for the tie, and we're even at 94. Timeout, Oklahoma State with 10.6 to go. But they've got a chance for a second one. The inbound to Curry. Curry attacks Kugel, free throw line jumper, no. Ball loose, out of bounds with 1.3. The pass comes in, Roy rejected by Bull, and we're going to overtime.
They haven't really had to run offense because they've been in desperation mode here for the past 3 or 4 minutes of regulation.
Vukovic off the screen.
Oh, what a finish. My gosh.
Andrea Vukovic gets the first bucket in overtime for Oklahoma State.
And I wasn't sure if we were going to see him again. He's been dealing with the training staff. He's going to gut it out here in overtime for his Cowboys.
Benjamin Ahmed fouled out.
There ain't no choice.
Bull underneath. Good interior passing from UCF.
Going to bring famous folks back around to attack the hoop.
Stillwell puts it on the deck. Forcing the issue up and through. Vukovic with a bucket. Clary has Johnson on his back as he rolls to the baseline.
Gonna get something at the rim.
Vukovic underneath. Little head fake, got Bull to fly by. And again, the lead changes hands. 12th lead change of the night. Folks with a head and shoulders fake, counted in the foul. Trying to lean into Roy to draw the contact. Not much lift on that drive by Kugel.
And the fact that he sat out all of pretty much the end of regulation there, Vukovic has come into this game with energy. See what I mean?
Offensive rebound after Clary missed a 3. Well, there have been some huge offensive rebounds for Oklahoma State in the late stages here.
Really has. Got to get this ball to Anthony Roy.
Shot clock at 3. Clary has to let it go, and he knocks down the 3. Folks all the way in, scores easily. So it's a 2-point game, and then Chris Johnson fouls Clary 4-point lead for Oklahoma State, and we're under a minute to go. Folks up top still well. He'll try a three. It's short. Jordan Burks collects the rebound. Burks in the corner. That's been his spot. Long. Kugel mixing it up. It's out of bounds to Oklahoma State.
Senior night.
Trailing 23-10. Oklahoma State survives overtime, and they win it.
Got him free. Anderson right back at him. Floor space well for Xavier. Wright buries a triple. Again off a made basket. Milicevic back on the floor. Milicevic playing with those 3 fouls and a whistle, and count it. Costly turnover, Seton Hall. Xavier with the lead and the ball. Borovichinen sets up Njai. Cash money. Another 3 for Njai. His second of the game. Freshman in college basketball. These two teams don't abide by that trend. Messina Moore drives, hangs, and scores. See McCray dancing. McCray gets to the paint. Oh, he meets Njai. It's a block.
And Shaheen, by the way, told me he's still waiting for that MVP trophy.
Yeah, that's right.
Never received it.
He's also waiting for a check from Grant Hill. All those felines hurt his future.
4 for 16 from the floor in the last 11 minutes.
Seton Hall has no more fouls to give. Roddy, beg your pardon, Messina Moore gets to the basket, lays it in, and putting the finishing touches on this one. Is Shaheen Holloway going to have another in?
And that's something tonight. West Virginia missed some easy opportunities, but K-State's defense has been solid in the first and good in the second half.
Bostic. Haven't seen that a whole lot from him.
Mountaineers only 5 points in the second half.
Step back 2. Eagle staff leaves it short, and finally DJ Thomas cleans one up for West. Floyd into the corner, wide open for Lorient, and a much-needed 3 drops for West Virginia.
And if you look at the shot chart, you would never guess that it would be that low.
Manning with the flush. Double figures for the 20th time this year, and he's on triple-double watch. He's got 10 points, 8 boards, 7 assists. The dunk for Brennan Lorient. There's Moore, who's been quiet in the second half after a big first half. Good pass by Eagle staff and the lay-in.
Another offensive rebound.
Deep 3, Huff. It's
K-State's perspective is try to play good defense, but only allow 1 shot. Do not allow any more offensive rebounds.
Lorient goes up with it, and this time gets the roll. And a chance to cut it to single digits for the Mountaineers. Lorient with a hammer.
Situation, but that is not an option as he did not suit up tonight. Can you get the ball into McGriff? They deny him with double teaming.
Floater from C.J. Jones. Rebounded Manning. Nate Johnson hits.
That may be one we talk about in postgame. But West Virginia does respond quickly, and now then he hustled and stole the ball near half court. K-State can smartly time.
Cross court, open 3, Castillo. Halfway down and out. Still time for West Virginia. Here comes Floyd. He splits 2 defenders. Nice feed and the layup for Chance Moore.
Same strategy as the call out of the timeout. Drive it hard and know you're going to have someone coming to the other side. West Virginia. Attacking the basket again.
Nice work on the baseline, and that drops for Moore.
How about 2 extra passes down low? If they would have done that all the first half.
They go long, and that's thrown away.
West Virginia anticipated like a free safety. Brennan Lorient with a steal.
get downhill on Castillo. Foul called from down 19. Johnson into C.J. Jones.
Got to go up court, not backwards.
Out of bounds to West Virginia.
They spread out this time in the inbounds.
McGriff out of the pack. Johnson on the deck calling for a timeout as he slides, and they don't give him the timeout.
West Virginia played to get a three-point look there, and then went off of that when they couldn't get it. But there's Huff.
Yep, pick and pop, three not there. It's thrown away. Johnson, another steal, and he is fouled. Huff, deep three, rim. Floyd, no, and the stick back drops with a foul. For three. Back to Huff for another three. Count it, but it won't matter. West Virginia needing a win tonight. They're 19-point deficit.
Everything to play for in the night to bounce back and have great energy right here is a credit to Chris and his staff.
5 left this possession for Ole Miss. It's Klafke.
Great job by Nickel. Tough shot. He did a great job right there. Really goes man. Another find from Miles right there. Really good pass. Great extra pass. Great ball movement for Vanderbilt there.
Miles goes.
Struggle with that all year long. And now they really have a small lineup in there.
Klafke from downtown. He responds. Okereke up against Chest. Falls away. Sticks it.
He kind of had a little
7 from the perimeter.
Good feet by Washington.
Storr banks it in and one.
Third score with Pinkins off to a good start in the second half.
Tanner from deep and hits.
That was way beyond the.
As Vanderbilt loses it, Tanner lost it in the lane. Storr coast to coast, smooches.
Nobody's better in the SEC.
Fewest amount of turnovers in a season in program history.
Great cut, good penetration right there.
Kick out to Miles. Tap out.
McLaughlin is so critical for this team. Credit all of that to McLaughlin.
Minutes. And the lead by 1. Commerdine with 4. Deep 3. Bullseye. Tonight by both teams as Tanner applies pressure on Commerdine. Now it's Dia. Flips it up and in. And 1. Deck. Ball squirts free. Picked up by Vandy. Down 2. Miles. Tie game. Chris Beard has 3 timeouts to use. Dia. Underneath. There's the whistle.
This ball. He's got to go fight to get it.
It's Miles. Miles drives. Miles puts it up. Just misses. Rebound for Ole Miss. The shot to Vanderbilt's missing some key post players too. Like I said, Washington and McLaughlin.
God, he starts this game off just great hands.
Tanner puts it in. Storr trying to back up Tanner. No call. Pops in and out. Tap back for Chest is in. And a whistle.
Where this ball needs to be right here.
Shot clock down to 7. Tanner backs down, banks it in. +1 coming.
Or is a handful right here. He just keeps driving it, keeps probing.
Putback jam for Corey Chest.
Corey Chest is just.
Vandy's lost 3 of their last 4. Ole Miss looking for back-to-back wins. Nickel hits a massive 3 in OT.
You know that will serve to shoot that ball in the paint.
Commerdine. Now it's Pinkins. Pirouettes. Tanner. Nickel from way downtown. Misses.
Great defensive possession from Ole Miss. How are you going to guard him with the ball in his hands in the last 18 seconds of the game?
Commerdine's
Chest, and Vanderbilt will go for the last shot.
He missed it. Rebound Leverett. 9 left in overtime. Vanderbilt by 1. Nickel to inbound. Finds Tanner. And he's fouled by Pinkins. Too strong. Tapped out. Taken by Tanner. Tanner the other way. Slams it down at the horn. No basket. It doesn't matter. Vanderbilt hangs on in Oxford and takes down Ole Miss by 3.
See if the Aztecs can cash this in. Harrington off a screen, has a lane, drops it for Heide, who's fouled, and he scores. Boy, there's not a lot of shot clock left.
No.
Andrews falling away, got it!
Just when momentum was all starting to swing Aztec way.
Dixon Waters, that's where he's at his best, on the move. Not a surprise, but yeah, you're right, Jordan. It's getting a little heated from both head coaches and both benches. Physical there, that's a foul, and a bucket! Amazing, 28-12. San Diego State does have an offensive rebound, but just one is in singular. Buchanan, good job by Simmons to stay in front. Off the double, and a whistle, and a bucket!
With Fielder and Glock, it has been called much tighter.
Harrington gets in and scores. Lead stretch back to 14. Dixon Waters has a 3. When he missed the dunk in the first half, irritated, aggravated, choose the word, his knee, he's tried to go on that right knee.
Good adjustment there from Boise State, breaking that press, get it in Fielder's hands, who as a big is a good decision maker.
Dixon Waters with an answer. Harrington up to get the ball. He'll take a transition 3 and he hits it. Well, Dixon Waters has been the guy. Back door, nicely done. Harrington slips. Boise State so good defensively. Davis. Simmons somehow caught it, spun, and scored. Massively. 33-14, the rebounding advantage. Andrews, a 3. Got it!
Big time shot there.
Bird doubled. Davis driving. Simmons. Oh, yeah! Now Andrews in a bit of trouble. Buchanan, he's doubled. Nato going to the bucket hard, and he missed the shot. Rebound, Fielder! Harrington with a 3. Dixon Waters hits about a 40-footer.
Reese Dixon Waters.
And for the Broncos, their sellout crowd on senior night, certainly a happy ending here. 86-77, 9-point win for Leon Rice. They're 11-8 in conference. And for the Aztecs, they lose that quad 1 opportunity.
Go to his bench early in the first half, so let's see if that pays off.
Lowell lost it, got it back and flushed it on Shaw.
But now they're playing it tonight.
It's incredible. They've only played 5 possessions of zone all year, but a lot of teams throw zone at BC. Payne follows it up. Neo Abdallah had 14 in the first half. He hasn't scored in the second half. Shot clock winding down on Hansberry, who dropped it off for Lowell, got stripped, and Hansberry scores it.
But they've got to dig down and help in on the glass.
Shaw soars on the baseline from Payne. Mismatch here, Hansberry going up on Taves. Kick out for Bedford. Yes, sir!
Young sees that Boston College is doing a lot of switching on ball screens, and he's trying to find the mismatches that he wants.
We got Shaw on Dallas, who can't hit. Lowell, 2 and a foul.
Maybe get back to the Final Four.
They got to be on the short list of national championship contenders. Post entry for Amani Hansberry. Well defended. Lowell, another rebound and put back.
Lowell out off his spot down low. No check out at all.
Lowell's up to 14 and 6. Kapke, gotta have it. And he knocks it down. Skeptical Tim Welsh. 7 minutes to play at Castle Coliseum. Kapke, 2 more against Lowell.
He spent most of his night on the perimeter, but he has that back to the basket game as well.
Post feed, Lowell rising up over Hastings. Tense moments for Earl Grant and his team trying to prolong this season to the conference tournament. Hammond left alone, and he hits. Taves turns it over. Hammond the pick. Lowell couldn't haul in the behind the back pass. BC with numbers. Payne attacks and lays it in.
Look for instead just go to the rim.
Hammond was just patting his chest coming up the court, knowing that that was too casual with the feed. Lowell made the cut. He got stripped. Good hands by Hastings. BC pushes. Payne again. Got bumped. No foul called. Kapke the loose ball. And the putback. Hastings spinning on Lowell with the finish. Of free throw rebounds to be had. Something Virginia Tech worked on today. And they get the block out there with Lowell. Taves picks it off from Lowell. Kapke the trailer. Post entry for Hastings denied. Hand on the baseline. Back out Kapke. Working on Hansberry. Kapke swiveling, following, and scoring.
1 minute.
Final minute in regulation.
Go ball screen, middle of the floor. See if they can get BC into a switch.
Payne gambled there. Hammond gets fouled on the shot.
He's going to the tournament until you get maybe to the semifinals, but that's not the case this year. So they'll have their opportunity. And tonight they just took care of business, which is all they needed to do.
They finish out a win here, 72-63, and win on their home court and take down Boston College.
SMU over its last 5. Mustangs have not scored in over 2.5 minutes.
There's Dovrat at the top of that defense. That's really difficult. You know, Boopy Miller is a really good player, but he's not very tall.
Yagato loose, spins around Renew and throws it down. And they get one more stop and ride this momentum. Washington tracks it.
Oh, they're playing man-to-man.
Washington stays with it and scores. He's so clutch.
And Dovrat is, he's not a small man. And Boopy's going to bounce right off of him.
Pass looking for Dovrat, deflected by Davis Ray. Dovrat, you can just see he's playing with a lot more confidence after his last 2 halves. He's made 7 of his last 8 threes. Renew sets up the Israeli, who stays on fire.
You don't want to leave him. And he wasn't as open as he's been. The defense was flying at him.
But when you've made 8 out of your last 9, you have license to shoot.
Absolutely.
Miller sets up Pierre in the corner.
And Pierre wasn't set. He was floating when he caught that ball.
He'll take another. And he makes it.
Wasn't floating there. So now O'Neal is guarding Donaldson.
Oh, there's 3 for Washington.
This slows it down. SMU can't get running. They gotta take their time. Takes 15, 20 seconds to get a shot. End of game.
Toombs in the lane for 2.
That's where you want to get it, right there. He had the dump down too, the big guy, but he took the shot.
Donaldson up high. 2 days.
Obviously can't see to make that pass.
A lot of the bounces have gone Miami's way so far tonight. That wasn't a good pass from Trey. Better defense in transition, though, to delay the SMU rush. Boopy to the basket.
And that's what he hasn't been able to do.
Miami in no particular hurry at this end. Now's the time to create something. Donaldson for three.
If they lose their first game in the conference tournament, they won't, they'll be on the first 4 out.
Corner three, Pierre circles home.
Did a much better job defending Donaldson coming off that screen.
Pierre for three. With 3 minutes to go, it's an 8-point game. Under 2 minutes we go.
Boy, that's a big rebound they didn't get.
Gigantic. Malik Renew. Good night. Final minute. Pierre. Ooh. Somehow.
And they're not going to win in the tournament, so it will be a moot point. If he can play in the tournament, then it's a difference.
It's going to be a disappointing senior night for Boopy here in Dallas. That shot gives him 21 points. The Miami Hurricanes in year one under Jay Lucas have been an absolute revelation. Pierre's 25-point second half, all for naught.
Too little. Too late.
Miami has won 7 of their last 8. They come to Dallas and knock off the Mustangs in a game.
The kick, Cox in the corner, the three, pinballs out to Kaufman Wren. He'll find Smith, open triple, Braden Smith. That won't go. Cox there to clean it up. We're tied at 43. Because Purdue has solved this Northwestern defense. Boilermakers are 7 of 9 from the floor in the half. Extra pass finds an open Jaden Reed, and Northwestern is back on top. 13 to shoot. Northwestern basketball up a pair. Page, nice. Dish inside. Martinelli. Wasn't going to miss that one. Here's Smith. Over Martinelli. First 2 points for Braden Smith tonight. He'd only been held without a point twice in his 139-game career.
That he is so good at.
Martinelli splits the defense, flips it to the rim. He's got 20.
That was tough. Cheer for stuff like that to go down.
Clough, good position inside, able to just muscle it up over the smaller Mo. Rebounded by Kaufman Wren.
Second time for Northwestern, you end up with tough spacing.
There's Clough for the lead.
Takes advantage of the long rebound, runs the floor again.
Here's Reed going to work inside through traffic. Has been really impressive. Off the out of bounds, Clough trying to bully his way to the basket, finds Kaufman Wren with the soft touch.
And you don't see a lot of people.
Senior night in Evanston, 1-point game on the Big Ten Network. Martinelli spinning on Clough to the rim with the touch.
Clough does a great job. Martinelli gets the best of him.
Smith back to TKR in the corner, open man, 4-3. It's Cox again. Very efficient offense.
Yeah, you talked about what was the adjustment going to be. We haven't talked enough about. They've done some back screening, some different things to free up Braden Smith at the point of attack, which is why he has those 8 assists.
Lawyer out to Cox again. Oh, he has the hot hand. CJ Cox is on fire. 22 tonight.
Analysis needed. Make a play.
Martinelli from the elbow. Gets the roll, as you should on senior night on your home floor.
As well as scoring.
Braden Smith jumps that pass to Cox. To the elbow. CJ Cox cannot be stopped.
Nebraska would be a fan. A historical season for them already.
And Smith coughs it up. Live ball turnover. Here's Page with the hammer. And the Cats roar back in front.
We talked about the point of attack from the bigs. Jaden Reed has done a great job pressuring the ball. Wearing on Braden Smith, forces the mishap. Jordan Clayton, Mr. Do a little bit of everything.
Not much coming. Shot clock winding in the corner. A little juggle. Going to have to hoist a contested 3 hits. Jordan Clayton. What a ball game. Kaufman Wren in the corner. Cox again. Why not CJ Cox? C.J. Cox, 21 this half, Jordan.
Here's C.J. Cox right here. You're going to see Trey Singleton coming to the screen too. He's ready to be in the help because he's expecting the show.
Lawyer in the corner for three. Well, goes Singleton the rebound. Lobs it ahead. Reed out of bounds. Two critical miscues down the stretch.
Trey Singleton expecting Jaden Reed to take off. Just a miscommunication. Throws it ahead.
And it's Martinelli. Got to look from three. An air ball caught underneath. Northwestern still with life in the corner. That one is short.
Somerville attacks again. Somerville, it's consecutive possessions. He's lost it.
Moore over to Weatherspoon.
Witherspoon taking his man off the bounce. Kick it to the corner. Dunning. Yeah! Another one.
With that 20 points.
Jones going to work. Leger Jones count it. Makari Moore out there. It's number 21 in the white. Hasn't played until the last couple of minutes. Dunning knocks in another. Past the halfway mark in this second. It's senior night. Let it be known inside the Pete. McCray trying to take Dunning off the bounce. Going in strong.
Right now, I'm aggressive to the rim. I'm attacking him. I'm making Pittsburgh play on the defensive side.
Corin, short corner Jay.
You're going to have those opportunities. They have to be able to rotate guys in and out of that high post just to keep Florida State on their toes.
Pittsburgh is shooting better than 60% from the field in the second half. With 7:10 to play. Witherspoon has got a lane. Witherspoon got bumped. It falls through. So Crafty, clever around the rim, but he missed the layup. So that is a couple right at the rim that Florida State did not convert. Here's Dunning. Got another one! Can Florida State add a clutch bucket here? It has missed its last 9. Wiggins fires. Basong, he's everywhere. It's staying here.
Being everywhere, flying around, creating opportunities with his energy and effort, and not able to take advantage of the free throw line.
Well, we are stuck here on this 68-63 score. This is Minor. Step back. Fires. FSU has it. Nursing the 5-point edge. 1:15 to play. They work the shot clock. They're taking it underneath the minute mark. One minute to play.
Pitt switching everything. They got to do a good job of being on boxes and elbows and making it tough.
They must get a stop. Here's Jones. Cans a big three. It's a clutch bucket for the senior.
How about Jones stepping up when his team really needs him, knocking it down.
They had missed their last 10 field goals. Indrositis. They're going to try maybe for one trap. Cialepa hasn't come over. You got Somerville stuck there. Don't foul now because they're running out of time. Up ahead, Wiggins for the throwdown. 28 seconds. Florida State by 7. Indrositis, a brick. There's a whistle. Pittsburgh needs points. They got to get a shot up quickly. 22 seconds. Witherspoon chiseling in. Fades. That falls out. And we got a foul on the floor. Corin right back to the shooter. Indrositis draws the foul. This one is loose on the baseline. Oh my goodness, Somerville, or rather Miles, couldn't pick it up. So things have turned a bit. Pitt's got a chance, 13 seconds. Got to put something up. Minor for 3, puts it in. 2-point game, 9.2 to play.
Ball, be solid, be strong with the ball, and then make your free throws.
Gray's got it, 9 seconds. Pitt has got to try to get him. They run him down, but 4 seconds come off the clock. McCray
nails them both. 5.9. Pittsburgh, they're going to have to just put something up super quick. 3 seconds. Minor hoists it. Minor put it in. 0.5. Padilla signals they're going to put some more time on the clock, perhaps.
This is the Little Giants play, if you remember that movie.
Jones inbounds it. He chucks it. Pass is caught. Basson, the whistle, and the game is over.
Worth noting, Notre Dame plays BC, Pitt plays Syracuse. So I would lean towards Notre Dame getting a win at Boston College as opposed to the other way around.
Stanford shot 69% in the first half. They're at 31.3% here in the second half. Ball on the deck. And it's taken away by Okori. And he's going to try to go coast to coast. And he does, and he's fouled. Thompson, baseline. Wild one, and that one goes, and he's fouled.
And then you have a really interesting game at NC State, who is not playing well here lately, but that's a quad one opportunity. Nice shot by Logan Hines.
I know that's a lot to say. Here's your last 4 in. Here's your first 4 out as it stands here today.
Really interesting. Virginia Tech, a part of that conversation as well. I mean, the ACC, it's been 4 teams, 5 teams, 4 teams, wherever it's been over the last 3-4 years since COVID, basically. That's the move by Shoes. Now, ACC back where it once was as far as getting 8, 10, 12 teams in the NCAA tournament, currently projected 8.
It's a 6-point game once again here, under 8 minutes to go. Jeremy Dent-Smith puts up a 3. Oh, that's big time. Corey got it. Look at that.
That change of pace. So difficult to stay in front of it. And here's the deal. If you're crafty, you're unbelievable at changing speeds. If you're that fast on top of changing speeds, it's almost impossible.
Imes got a wide open 3, and he trains it for Notre Dame.
Steady Eddie for this Irish team.
Notre Dame has hit 8 threes. Stanford has 10. Once again, Okori, and it just... What did you say and think after reading that?
I was ready to fight. I was ready to fight the guy who wrote the article.
Exactly. Rahosi working on Tout. Puts it in. Wow. Or at one point, 55-51. Closest they've been for a while. It's now 8. Okori again.
I mean, come on. He's so fast, he's able to get in the air before the help side is actually able to set their feet.
Imes for 3, and he gets it back, so they trade 3 for 2 there.
I'm going to be honest, if you're Stanford, don't get too cute here. High ball screen, let him go to work.
Thompson, oh, what a 3 from Jalen Thompson at the right time, and that's only his 5th point of the night.
A guy who was seldom used at the beginning of the season finds a way to make an impact. Big time shot, big time move.
Harrelson right back for the 2. Remember, Stanford 16-3 when they shoot over 33% from 3-point range, and that has been the case here tonight. They're at 50%, 11-22. What a shot from Thompson, who's only taken 2 shots all night. He's hit them both, including that 3-pointer. Okori. Cannon, foul.
I think you examine what Stanford's doing on the defensive end. Now back to man, see how quickly you can attack.
And that's what they do. Harrelson goes right in, and he's fouled.
If you attack from the middle third of the floor.
It's into Okori. They're coming after him. Oh, 3-pointer here. Jeremy Dent-Smith. And that is huge. Plenty of time for a quick 2 here, right? 44.8.
And you're going to use the same up screen. This time, Gieler steps out and tries to switch. I'll tell you what, Gieler defensively is a menace.
They're all over. Serta's on the sideline. He called a timeout right before he fell out of bounds. Those 2 teams here, if Notre Dame can't pull this off tonight. Serta relocates. 3-ball. It's up. No. Offensive rebound. Irish get it back. Shrewsbury for 3. That's an air ball. Into the hands of Jeremy Dent-Smith. Perfect. 4 for 4 at the foul line. 10 seconds left.
Kaler, no. Rebound, Stanford. Okori, and that is going to do it. The Cardinal, 86, and Notre Dame, 78. First win for Stanford over Notre Dame in their history, and they get it done. They've won 3 in a row.
He's 6% three-point shooter, but just 12 for 26 on the year, so that's his 27th attempt. Jorgensen with a bump. They found what makes this team great, that movement, that offense. Hopped, just throws it to the rim. That's it. Albury, step through move, slow it down, young fella. Off, arm shove, no whistle, but the player on the ground, Butler, got a hand on it. Albury mid-range, Cash. Albury with a head of steam. Retreats, accelerates, dances, and scores! Oh yeah, no! But they saved possession. Alley-oop would have been devastating, but Bouillon! Bouillon! Steiner keeps the dribble somehow. Butler against Tenet with 4 fouls. Dishes, Gadulis, got it to go! That's at 20 in the team's first meeting. Unis, the playmaker, finds a cutting Butler, and that's 5 in a row. Burry somehow got it to the corner. Tenet off the closeout. Hopped against the attacking Rechsteiner with the right hand shot. Sticking with Rechsteiner. Shot clock at 3. Has to be Butler. And the Butler does it again.
It's not a live ball turnover. As long as you take time off the clock.
Oh, steps in. Got it. This second round of the NCAA tournament 2010. Albury. He has that great footwork. Been a catch and shoot, but started shooting before he had the ball. Albury bounce pass, Bouillon. Pump fake. Great closeout. Jorgensen not letting the 5'11 guard get it off. Albury, that goes. Rambunctious. Colorado State. They've won 8 in a row.
Showing off his skills here. In trouble on the baseline. Cheddar. Short on the 3. Mara.
And then bring it up the court and play point forward.
12th lead change has Michigan on top by 1. Sage draws contacts.
As well as anybody.
Cadeau inside tomorrow. What are you going to do? Wolverines have found a way to slow Sturts for a while until maybe right there. Morris Johnson had a lot of real estate there, takes advantage.
There's Mara making his impact. It's 5-on-4 again. That's nothing but trouble for Iowa's defense.
Johnson, another 2.
That's all Mara.
Enjoyed that earlier in the second half of 7 points. As we hit the 7-minute mark. Well, that was sweet from Banks. 7 and 2 leads by 5. Cadeau up top. Mara. Once again, how do you stop? Another rebound for Mara.
Those are the open looks you have to knock down in a game this big.
Johnson. Double teamed. Didn't matter. And
Sturt's a little fatigued right now. He's got to dig deep.
Howard off the glass for 3. Banks. Double teamed. Finally shoots.
He's going to chase it again.
Back to Mannion. Lindeborg spinning. Mara, 1 to shoot. Off the glass. Blocked at 5. Up top to Howard. 2 to shoot. Kissed it off. And it goes. Mannion. Mara. Another 2. Iowa down 2, tough one. Tipped up again. Mannion rejected. Roddy Gale got that one. Johnson Jr. travel against Lindeborg. 10 to shoot. Back to Banks. He drives. Knocked away. Off his leg. Back to Michigan.
Cadeau into Lindeborg. And this will be 2 free throws. Knocks down the first. Next is the big one. And can make this a 4-point lead in Iowa City. 3-point lead. Hustle for it. All right, what's the decision? This game. Hits them both. 1-point game. Makes the first. Wolverines by 3. Here comes Sturks for the tie. Online. And Michigan perseveres down the stretch.
Now here's Zerno chasing around Scott. Oh, he can't hit it. And Cooper swats it to 10. And so let's see if that gives Rutgers a little life. And it does. Getting late for Jackson Kohler. Tang off the hand. A deep 2 is cash. Tom Izzo called it getting off the carpet against Indiana. What he did is Lino Mark and others this core of young guys together. It could be scary. Dances off. Tang short. Kohler takes a look inside for Ward. There's Obole showing with the 4 fouls. It's Scott. A hot spot from the wing for Jordan Scott. Passer with that foul danger. He sets up Kohler. Nice shot fake. And head down to the rim.
One fake and his jump shot.
8 minutes or so in this building. And he's got another rebound. So can he make a late rally and go double-double on senior night? Buchanan stuck with fears, but the leader sits down. Francis rejected the ball screen and catches in the mid-range. Steve Pico calls him the mid-range assassin. Fears said that looks pretty good. And then how much is toward new players for next year? Drive, kick, Carr knocks it down. All the tools tonight for Colin Carr.
You watch his jump shot, watch his free throws, you watch his relentlessness and theirs.
Obole brought it down this weekend to close it out. Obole, he has had some strong takes. Huge impact the first time they played, but late in this game, Obole dominating the glass too. It's Mark into the body. No, Obole. Wow, he's turned into a dominant force. And Spartans get it back to Kohler going reverse.
Quick move, quick spin.
Play is a monster down there right now. He kept another one alive before Cooper says enough of that. Fears pops the mid-range
shot. The 3-point shot is great, but if you can do that too, it's a weapon.
Obole and 1. It's 1:15 to go. Drive, kick. Francis is fouled, and it goes. Seniors out there together with 1:11 to go. On a big night for Francis, who has 23 points. Trap, trouble with it. Fort. And turns it over. Francis saves it. A 3 is there for Powers. In his 1 year at Michigan State.
And this is not the last game of the season. The fun time happens, and there's another 3, Caden Powers.
Francis has been the man for Rutgers. Attacks Scott, and a tough angle here for Scott. And he turns it over. Powers with the put.
Fears wanted it right now because he's trying to get it across half court, and that's a tough angle. And Powers, watch the speed.
Leo Mark racing to the rim, took the contact and spun it home on the circus shot.
We talked about his speed. Look at this right here, and what a finish.
Rutgers got to go with some urgency. Inside 10 seconds. And Francis attacks the rim. Out for a Buchanan 3 that splashes in. Yes. And that should seal it. Lino Mark at the buzzer, and it's struck by Fears.
Jones crosses over, down the lane, runners blocked by Djokovic yet again. Here's Bell.
Beats Djokovic on the cut. Battles against Simon, and he scores it. Didn't quite see the tail end of that, but in any event, Dayton possession here, and here is Montgomery. Durkak, he does that a lot on those fakes. Gets it back. Montgomery, and he drains it through.
Jennings' defense on Bennett is outstanding.
Hill. Oh, up and under, double clutch. How did he get that one again? He's got 8 points in this game, 2 rebounds, but has played just 13 minutes up to this point. We'll see when Coach Grant wants to bring him back in. Here's Hill. Oh, Rudder.
And Phil, you know, he broke down emotionally because of what Steve did for others and his dad.
Nice runner by Bennett here for the Flyers.
That's a great matchup there. I guarantee you, they're charging Keontae Jones. You're not switching. Your job is to shut down Hill.
Lewis. Djokovic, checked by Durkak. Beats Bell. 5 to shoot. Hill one-on-one against Simon. 2 seconds, Bell. He scores it. Brandon Jennings has 4 fouls for VCU, but he's out right now. Up and good by Bennett. Durkak running the break. He's got Bennett. It's a 3. Montgomery with the offensive missile. Djokovic has led the way. He's got 12 points. And he adds to it inside.
And you win with defense often. Jennings, here I like this matchup right here. That's great on great. Bennett against Jennings.
2 minutes to go. 8 to shoot on the shot clock. Montgomery over to Letang. Letang almost lost it. Wild Wonder goes up. No, he gets his own rebound.
He's right back to him. A little fortuitous, and we got a dramatic finish being set up.
Yes, we do. Letang battling through 4 personal fouls. He's got 10 points and 4 rebounds for the Flyers. We're down to 1.5 minutes to go. Jennings, who's also got 4 fouls, 0 and black for the Rams. Here's Hill. Driving, step back, good over Montgomery.
Montgomery could not play better defense than that. That was a next level type shot with the fadeaway.
We're just getting this outstanding Friday night started. Miami, Ohio versus Ohio. That's coming up when we're done here in this one. 66-62. Flyers have it down 4. 1 timeout remaining for them, by the way, 2 for VCU. Flyers get it if we get a jump.
And they're running stuff for Bennett. Jennings just won't let him free.
Bennett's got it. This pass deflected by Lewis into the hands of Montgomery. The shot clock's at 2. He's got to put it up. It's an air ball, and it's rebounded by Jennings. And Jennings coming out of the pack with it. Now he's going to be fouled with 49 seconds to go.
I think Letang could be pretty open on a pick and pop.
That's 16 fouls now for the Flyers, and it looks like they're going to try to play this thing out here, and that could bring it all the way down to inside at 20 seconds. Do you agree with this strategy?
I'd foul. Or trap. What I'd like to do is trap now. Try to speed it up, cause a turnover.
Kind of too late for a foul now, though. The shot clock's down to 5. Here's Barry Evans for 3. It could help the cause. No. And Djokovic tips it. It's out of bounds off of VCU and Jennings.
And VCU has fouls to give here, too.
Yeah, they do. They've had 5 team fouls. And it's blocked inside by Djokovic. And it's going into the hands of Jennings. And he is fouled with 13.8 seconds to go. Rams trying to spoil senior night here in Dayton, but they missed a free throw, and Bennett's got it. Jamon Bennett races into the front court. He's fouled. Fouled on the floor. Seconds to go. They're out of timeouts. Durkak has got to get it in. Fires it over to Montgomery. Puts up a 3. No good. Rebound. Bell dumps it to Djokovic, and he's fouled by Letang. Has made it 68-62. 4.5 seconds to go. Not going to matter. It's over, and the Rams come into Dayton, Ohio, and knock off the Flyers 68-62. They've won 13 of their last 14 as they improved to 24-7 on the season.
Close, but not yet there. A year where they've been kind of hovering around the bubble. Hopkins goes up and scores. Program record 25 losses. But back to form this year. It's on the wrong side of the bubble. State McRae off the side of the backboard. The loose change falls right to Stephon Payne. Ruben Prey has done his part.
No doubt about that.
Turned over. Darling throws it away. Staten McRae with numbers. Gets around Shannon and scores. It's back to a one-point game, and Rick Pitino calls timeout. Tough take.
Great defensive sequence from the Red Storm.
And Al Hopkins bowls over Staten McRae to score. Fourth turnover of the half for St. John's. Williams tried to thread the needle.
Dylan Darling, once again, coming up big. He's in that gap, pokes the ball free.
Sellers got room, knocks it down.
I think it's the right move to get Bud Clark back on the floor, too, with 3 personal fouls. You're against the ropes. You got to have your top dog out there.
Ejiofor. Such a difference when he's been on the floor for St. John's. Entry pass. Ejiofor. What a catch. What a finish. Hopkins with under 6 minutes to play. Leaves it for Ejiofor. Off the shot fake. The step through. And the lay-in. Letting it breathe. The 1 seed and a Big East regular season title in sight. The kick to Sellers. Got it from 3. That's a big one. Instead of facing an at-large team, right? Clark backs it out. Seton Hall running out of time. The deficit is 11. And Clark with a much-needed basket.
Right into the bench.
Clark.
Just so important. Hines isn't going to be as powerful and disruptive pressuring the ball, so Ejiofor can step out. He can grab it and get into offense.
Biggest defensive possession of the year for Seton Hall right here. Mitchell at the rim. He's met from behind. Ejiofor's second effort, and he puts it in.
Classic Zuby Ejiofor.
19 for Ejiofor. Clark threads the needle. Hines puts it in. The answer. 66-60 as we approach the final minute. Hopkins thought about taking his time. Instead tries. Did he take steps? Yeah. He did. I thought he was going to back it out initially, and then he decided to drive downhill, wound up turning it over. Pirates not out of it yet.
And Seton Hall still yet to hit a 3. Crackback coming back for Staten McRae. Here it is.
He'll launch. And he's got it! Their first make of the night in the final minute. It's down to a 3-point game.
And no timeouts for St. John's, so you got to problem solve on the floor.
Crowd on its feet. Regular season title hanging in the balance for St. John's. Ejiofor fouled. Quick up court to Simpkins. Simpkins the runner. No, Hines the tip. And it's back down to a 3-point game. Full court pressure from Seton Hall. No timeouts for St. John's. They get it into Ejiofor. He'll lead it ahead. Mitchell to the rack. And is that the crowning moment for St. John's? 14.6 to go. Clark to bring it up. Staten McRae, no. Left it short. Hines is fouled by Ejiofor. It's a St. John's sequel. For the first time in 40 years, the St. John's Red Storm have won back-to-back Big East regular season titles.
Neff hands more butts.
And there are 11 and a half minutes to go to try to complete the perfect regular season as Antoine Woolfolk in the lane just to put a button on it.
I would deny Paveletzky the ball. I would not let number 13 catch it.
He's roaming freely right now. Sheldon instead takes it himself. Does Ohio have enough to overtake the Red Hawks? They've come close here in the second half. Hadaway alone. Hadaway for 3.
Now Mounty back at the man-to-man.
Paveletzky. They're going to put his face on that logo by the end of this game. Paveletzky on the floor looking for a whistle.
Paveletzky's wide open right there at the logo. They didn't get it to him.
Instead, it's Sheldon from a different logo. From nearly half court to tie it.
That kid's one of the toughest freshman point guards in America. Trey Perry, number 1 in red.
He's got 19 points. Hadaway, far side, 3-pointer. 3.5 minutes to go. Simmons, backdoor, Hadaway.
These games 1 out of every 4 times, plus sometimes.
Skaljak kicks it out. Elmer in the corner. Skaljak kept it alive, and Elmer comes in to get his own miss. Ohio has not led since the score was 24-22. Great take by Skaljak.
Clutch by Skaljak.
8th time this year that Miami has hit the 100-point mark. Simmons, baseline drive. Great control by Javen Simmons to finish at the front of the rim. Woolfolk inside, blocked by Hadaway. And a chance for Ohio to tie or take the lead with 1 minute to go.
Going to clear out.
Paveletzky against Elmer. Oh, Simmons flashing on the baseline, ties it at 100. 30 seconds to go. Miami the basketball. It's Skaljak to Suter in the lane. Rejected by Simmons. Out of bounds. Miami basketball. 13 seconds to go. Paveletzky, crossover. Lost it. Got it back. Paveletzky for the lead. No! Woolfolk the rebound. Paveletzky. Plenty of room to operate. 5 to shoot. Good hesitation. Elmer stays with him. Off the glass and in for Jackson Paveletzky. 33 points, a career high for Paveletzky.
They can't stop him.
Suter, bucket and a foul. Jackson Paveletzky leads the way with 35.6 assists for Ohio.
They want size on Paveletzky. That's why Elmer's matched up with him. He beats him.
Elmer, the rejection. Numbers for the Redhawks. They flock down the floor. The lay-in by Trey Perry.
Zone again from Miami. Watch for Paveletzky. There he is.
And one.
Time Miami goes zone. He settles at the MAC logo, and he's open every time.
And Woolfolk. Paveletzky to Kwani. Kwani, runner in the lane. Simmons is there. Ohio retakes the lead. 30 points for Javen Simmons. 20 seconds to go. Miami's perfect season in jeopardy. They trail by 1. Suter to the rim, tripped up, and he'll go to the free throw line with 12.6 to go.
In doubt, attack. Don't settle. Peter Suter's been through enough of these situations. He did not settle. A.J. Sheldon was not able to get himself established, get his feet set, and take that charge. That's the right call. Suter goes to the line. Most consequential free throws maybe in the history of this program.
Friendly roll. 8 of his 12 points have come from the free throw line.
Don't let Jackson Paveletzky touch the basketball.
1 point lead. Miami on top, 12.5 to go. Ohio's got a timeout if they want to use it. Instead, Paveletzky, burst of speed. Paveletzky, short! And coming down with the rebound is Justin Kirby with 4.7 to go as Javen Simmons tied him up. An 83% free throw shooter, and he left it short. Ohio still has timeouts remaining.
You have 4, maybe 5 dribbles to the rim, and you're only going to need a 2 out of this possession.
1 for 2, 2-point lead. Hadaway to inbound to Paveletzky. 3 seconds to go. Paveletzky for the win. And the Red Hawk revival ends in a perfect regular season.
That's the wrist. I get tired watching him work today.
Davis to the basket, spins it in.
He's still limping a little, Dave. I don't think he's 100%.
He's not close, Coach. He's limping quite a bit.
Yeah. He's still playing, though. God bless him. Got a big heart. Miles Bird.
Davis
this guy's on fire.
Off the curl.
Yep.
Top 2. He said, look, we raised the profile of Mount West. They helped us, too, as Jordan talked about top of the broadcast.
Yeah. You know, Brian Dutcher.
It's become one of the best conferences in the country. Gibbs Lawhorn elevates. Williamson thinking free, needs this. Has it for
for UNLV. Freshman from Moreno Valley, California, as we talked about, originally committed to Coach Patino at New Mexico. And when he went to Cincinnati to Xavier, your former stopping grounds, decided a better fit would be San Diego State, UNLV.
Zone press by UNLV. 2-2-1 zone press. They're doing that to try to have their defense get their offense going.
Bird coach really hobbled. He can barely run right now. Davis to the basket for two.
Danger zone right now for UNLV. Got to get a good shot.
They've had a few of those, Pete. They've always come through. Here's Jones again to the basket. And one.
He can make them, but come on. He's 7 foot.
Jones again, the energy. Jones the take, not this time. Dixon Waters the rebound. Up for Davis for two.
One underneath the basket.
Brown on the rim, thinking three. Responds again. Oh, in their final year in this great conference, off to the Pac-12 next year.
Yep, San Jose certainly the premier team. Nice play.
Raw from the Gorville.
Not real heavy. Got to get stronger, but.
Jones for two. Inbounds play. Fantastic. The baseline.
Steve Fisher's a legend. He's following a legend. He's doing a great job himself.
Roger Brown, patient. Baseline. Hamilton double team.
Getting hit. He got smacked in the face.
Someone's open.
Oh!
Long range shot. Fleming Jr. free for three. Kicks back for Fleming Jr. for three. It's short. Big miss. Long rebound. Newman. He's on the move with the run out for San Diego State. The Gorville. Oh, big three. Dixon Waters. Lagoon Guath is blocked by Jones. Into the corner to Gorville. Block. Pump fake. 7-4. Head blocked by Jones again.
Oh.
Gibbs Longhorns on the move. Lays it up and in for UNLV. Boise.
First time that UNLV beat Utah State twice, Dave, was in the 2012-2013 season.
Takes the basket for two.
By the Aztecs.
Hamilton from the free throw line. The take looking for two. Can't hit it. Tries again. Lays it in. And he's a little gimpy coming up court. Might be an ankle. Gonna tough it out for now. Davis at the rim wants the answer. Does from three. February 1st on. That'll do it. All tied again. Davis thinking three. One more time. Heat check. B.J. Davis. What a game. He's got 26.
Might be the best game of the season for B.J. Davis. Outstanding player.
Gibbs Longhorn answers for UNLV right to the rack for two. Gibbs Longhorn got a piece of that almost out of bounds. Davis again trying to expand the career best. Does one more time. He's got 28 tonight.
Try to contest shots. They penetrate. Big possession for both teams.
Ryan Dutch was not used to playing games in the 80s. All those years of winning, it was the 60s. Defensive-minded team. Lots of points here tonight. Gibbs Longhorn to the basket again. Leads for Jones. He's fouled.
Man-to-man. No zone press. B.J. Davis. Can anybody stop him?
Bird with the injured knee has not been 100%. That's a dangerous pass, almost thrown away. Tracked down by Davis, avoiding a disastrous turnover. That was close. In the corner. Now it's 6. Now Viejas is rocking. Hamilton, can they come back one more time? Driving, Jones lays it up, hits another one.
Terrific freshman.
A minute left in regulation. 4-point game. Davis takes his time. Gibbs Longhorn looking for the steal, the turnover. 20 to shoot.
Clock's your friend now. Aztec get a good shot and run a pick and roll with Davis. I want him shooting the ball, Dave. Oh!
Steal. Gibbs Longhorn has got it back for UNLV. He elevates and hammers. 2-point game. Gibbs Longhorn has got 30 tonight for the running Rebels.
Stole the ball from B.J. Davis.
Play. Hamilton almost stole it. Davis is loose. 2-on-1.
Oh.
Too strong. He thought about the alley-oop. Then the layup. Doesn't go on the foul. Aztecs want a share of the regular season championship. Hamilton to the basket. Lays it up. Too strong. Tip up and in.
Let him get it in.
Two free throws, all fouls.
Foul. Give foul right now.
Comes in to Simmons, and there's a foul on Dixon Waters is double teamed and hit. Dixon Waters misses the first.
To tie the game.
Hits it.
We're up 3. Give a foul once you get over half court. Don't let him shoot at 3. Foul now. Foul.
He's got 5 threes. Gibbs Longhorn. You know it's got to go up here. Leans in. Contact. No call. Dixon Waters has got it for Bird. And that's it. No basket, but it is a 3-point Aztec win.
This will take out that 1 seed probably, unless they go on a run and win the Big 12 and Florida loses, UConn loses, maybe.
Another great play out of a timeout by Houston. Miller goes right by Coleman and the foul. Went over Central Florida on Tuesday.
And you know, coming into this game, Andrew, Houston was top 10 in free throw defense.
My favorite stat.
Their opponents were shooting 68%. I was going to ask Kelvin Sampson, what do you do? You're such a great defensive coach. You even defend free throws?
Yeah, they did not work on that last night.
They did not work on
their 2-hour shoot around. Miller rejected. Tugler going up high. Larry right back in, leaves it for Ahmed in the slam. Steve Lutz is saying that you stop the game for Flemings, he should have to come out of the game.
That's he's got a point there.
Now Flemings for 3. Inside, Ahmed. Good. Oklahoma State led by as many as 13 in the first half. McCarty from the corner. It's good. His 4th triple.
Quick as it was in the first half.
5 minutes to go. Flemings. It's good. McCarty. Another 3 and a new career high. Vukovic, extra pass to the corner it goes, and that 3 won't go. Coleman, offensive rebound. Sends it back out Curry. He'll pop a 3. It's good. Vukovic, right to the hoop for 2.
You know, I was going to say they've been running that pick and roll, and Houston is not worried about Vukovic the whole second half. That time they fell asleep on him. Tugler's got to come up and do something with him there.
Kelvin Sampson just looking at his team and saying, guys, what are we doing defensively?
When do they give up a layup in this situation? Never.
Sharp, step back 3. High arcing 3 is good. And he's all smiles back down the other end. And you would expect them to use a little clock here.
Absolutely, up 4, 2 possessions. Don't have to foul if you're Oklahoma State. Just got to play solid.
Puts it in. McCarty fakes the 3. Looking for his 6th of the day, and he's got it. What an afternoon for Chase McCarty.
Well, they got to go quick here.
7-point lead. Clary trying to answer off the front of the rim, and McCarty with the rebound. Handing off Uzan, and there's the foul. Oklahoma State will be a double-digit seed at Big 12 tournament next week, and they will have to play in the opening round on Tuesday. 5 seconds to go. Houston down 13 in the first half, and they storm back for a 7-point victory.
Dallas pretty much handling the point now with Hammond getting a breather. And he's into the lane and off the glass. Got it to go, and that lead is down to 2. Lewis had it stripped out of there into the hands of Dallin Hall. Shot clock at 4. And Hall to the basket. Alley-oop! Whoa! Great pass by Hall.
Great read by Hall. Quality of shots. You can't do that against this Virginia team.
DeRidder able to run down the long rebound. Thomas using that body.
A little bit of a bully move by Thomas. Was able to move Hansberry out the way. And when he does that, that forces them out of the regular kind of consistent offense that they've been running before. Good pass again.
Saying Dallin Hall is some kind of pass. Hammond kicks it out to Lowell, and he got it. I mean, that's not his strength, but he's hit now a couple of them in the game. Hammond not going to try over the 7-footer again. Swing it to Johnson. Telling you, if this guy warms up here in the last 5 minutes, look.
Good pass. And you saw a shoot come off that stagger. Nice shot
by Bedford.
Tough shot by Bedford because he was able to get there and he waited to see if anyone was going to come over. Grinlow didn't come.
Johnson. Boy, what a game Hammond has had.
But here's the thing. You see how he was able to get into the lane, probe the lane. And you talk about Hall. This is where you want to make sure that you run your offense, get a good set, high-quality shot for Virginia Tech. You have to continue to defend, and you have to box out.
You got to be kidding me.
Big fella. You need people to step up. Watch on the end, so gets over the big fella, sets those feet.
Perry. Then he went to Kansas State, barely played at all last year. And now a big impact on Virginia. In the corner. Not over yet. Down to 2-1. We'll let it fly off the mark, and the Virginia Cavaliers hold on against their rivals. They split the season series.
Thomas, the dump off to Richmond.
So good. So good.
Robinson to Phillips. Hauls it in. Sends it home.
Look, I commended the officials. I think they did a great job of allowing the game to be played in a really contentious one. Here we go.
Phillips! Stone! Stone stole it the second time around. Mitchell again. Right side attack and a chance for three. Wagner weaves his way to the rack. It's been a beast. Wagner, Richmond, the lob, and Malik Ewing smashes that one home.
That was really pretty late on the rotation.
Head above the rim, looking down upon Society. Good matchup here. Stone on Thomas. Thomas, lightning quick. Gets the roll. He's got 23. Pace is bogged down. Barrett off the bounce. T.O. Barrett. Malik Ewing. The jam in traffic. Here's Mitchell. Tough shot. Claimed against the rim. Phillips, fresh 20. Didn't need it. Tied at 69. Richmond. Swipe by Ewing. Puts it up and in with a bounce.
Wow, and Phillips got lost. Phillips didn't get a body in hockey where you have to trust that your running back's going to pick up the linebacker who's blitzing. Sean Phillips has to get engaged with Ewing when that.
Thomas, mid-range. There it is!
All the action. All the action.
Thomas with 27. The lob to Mitchell. And a chance for three!
It's always good when we don't have to say much after a make. The crowd does it for you. It's the type of game we're in. We could bring bounders in for Arkansas.
Drained it. That matches his career on the clock. Remember that. Who wants to be the hero? Barrett, the clean catch. T.O. Barrett on the drive, the Euro. Couldn't get it to go, and it's overtime. Ewing has shown more confidence in the grown man's game in this second half. Now in OT, Arkansas back in front. Trying to get that left ankle back to 100%. He'll get about a 9-day layoff for the SEC tournament. There is Trent Pierce. Tigers back in front. Here in Columbia, Missouri. Inside and Pringle. Wow. well above the rim, got it to go. Wagner with a jump stop. Ewan for three. Big bucket from the big man.
Spacing the floor, getting the kick and trading the three. Took him out of rhythm.
Barrett the lob. Phillips the finish, and we are tied. Tigers back in front. Brazil's open for three. Buries it. Oh, net.
Oh, Mitchell got lost. He got lost, and he's tired. You don't have time to be tired with lobs.
Off the mark. Brazil. Saved by Barrett. Here we go. An opening for Mizzou. Barrett turns it over. Wagner comes away with it.
Other defenders to get into play. TJ Wagner almost just lost the ball. Oh my goodness. Did you see that? He spun it and almost lost it.
He missed the free throw. He's got one more.
Oh.
Hogs in the double bonus here.
Now, remember last possession, Arkansas almost came up with a rebound. Another opportunity.
All to the right. Ewan with the rebound, and he was shoved out of bounds. Big free throw. Still a one-possession game. One more coming for Malik Ewan.
Just missed opportunities for Missouri here down the stretch.
That was his first make. Now his second two-possession game.
Quick.
Barrett the crossover against Seeley. He'll get the bucket. And a quick foul. It'll be back to the free throw line. 2 free throws again.
I mean, you just think about how fragile.
So that student section. Clutch.
Now, if he missed, if I was Arkansas, I'd put a couple guys up on the line and tell them, don't foul, just be there. At this point, you make it, it's all but over.
Both teams out of timeouts. Ewan gets the roll. With a 4-point lead. Barrett, desperation heat. Off the mark, and that'll do it in overtime without Darius Acup Jr. The Hogs find a way. 88-84 on the final day of the regular season in the SEC.
Payne finds Forte on the wing, and he rattles it home, who his father convinced to stay close to home.
Well, you asked him, would you have to redshirt him? What would his mama say about that? he said he'd do what's best for his child.
Out of the timeout, they get the easy look on the layup and lob. Tout.
Second half, once he found a shooter in the corner, this time the high handoff to Tout.
Hastings got it, and the foul. Harrelson guarded by Forte. If Boston College is going to win this game, it's going to be with their defense. They have generated most of their offense here in the second half with their D. Nice job by Harrelson just to take advantage of his size.
He's able to squirt that thing off the backboard before Hastings had a chance to knock it into the first row.
Forte off the pass from Steger for 3.
A clear little airing, got back on balance to knock in that triple. The second triple try, though, you're right, Doug. He came up airball. I think he was hoping he could say the official that he got a shot blocked.
Well, Notre Dame knows who to go to off of that.
For 3-point shots, you got to do a better job recognizing that here if you're Boston College.
Well, he likes every shot. He thinks every single shot he puts up is going in. Forte goes down, gets rid of the basketball. 5 on the timer. Steger going to have to put it up. Offensive glass, Aiden Shaw. That's a huge putback as Boston College returns to a 1-point game. Payne for the lead. Got it!
This place is starting to go bananas. Here come the Eagles. It's been the board work for BC in the second half. They are limited to the Irish to 1 and done.
Payne gets a step on Imes, goes to his right hand and gets the roll. And you're right. On this last day of the regular season, with a couple of teams down in the standings, you got to give credit to the BC fans. They have made noise. Shrewsbury with a step back three. Under 4 minutes left in regulation. Hastings over Tout. They can get right back in it. Shrewsbury into the paint. Good defense again by BC. Imes down the lane. Serta from the corner. Imes has got it. Imes will shoot from deep. A big three for the Irish. Oh! Now can Notre Dame get a stop? Payne leads all scorers. Pulls up. Rattles it in.
All about heart and desire, and he went out and got a bunch of them. But how about Boston College? Here on their home floor, trying to give themselves a chance to get to Charlotte.
They battled back against Virginia. Can they go on a run and win it? Welling, foul, he finishes! And I took offense to that, so I always remembered that, and I knew we had played him a week before in a Dean Dome and won. And just another chance to get back. The freshmen right now are stepping up, and these young guys, they get better as the year goes on also.
Reeves trying to jab his way past Johnson. Top fadeaway is good for Kowacie Reeves.
Having him around.
55-53. Clemson back on top, nearing the midway point of this regular season finale. Mustaf with a head of steam, scores it, and a foul. A building where they won in 3 overtimes last year. Buckner answers with a 3. Wanted a foul. Hunter has the rebound. Hunter behind the back for Davidson. Puts it in from deep. Career year, though his Clemson team hopes they have a ways to go. Reeves, too much space for Kowacie Reeves with 13. Clemson is currently the 5 seed in the ACC tournament. They'll be that with a win. They could fall to the 6 or 7 with a loss. Welling inside has hit a great second half. Kelly, Dongo screening Johnson. Here's Reeves, jabs his way in and throws it down. Right before the sideline, save possession. Reeves, deep 3, got it! He shoots Georgia Tech in front.
Kowacie Reeves was just an unbelievable shot there.
At the other end, Porter right down the lane. Clemson by a point. Doc clock's at 20, so the officials say it's not a possession reset. Reeves off the inbounds, free for 2 more. He's got 20 and the lead is 1.
Kowacie Reeves, at his size and length, he just comes off, turns the corner and elevates. You know it's coming, but you just can't stop it.
Good shot fake by Butta Johnson, who runs in for 2.
No, he gave one back there.
72-70. 100 seconds to go. Buckner finds Johnson for 3. Got it! Brad Brownell tried to get a timeout to set his defense. He couldn't, but he does have a 5-point lead. Mustaf rolls his way in. I've been in the game for a long time. A little extra size with Davidson on the floor.
Thought I was concerned about ability to rebound. And the length of the roll of Welling coming down the lane has been giving him trouble, and they go right to it again.
Buckner tripped up, fouled. Davidson picks up Mustaf. Now Welling on the switch. Trying to set up Reeves.
You got to put the ball back in Mustaf's hand and let him make a play for you.
It's Dongo driving. Tried to find Mustaf. He turned it over.
So Dongo had the momentum.
Georgia Tech's going to play it out here. Get the ball back. They hold with about 23 seconds to go.
2-possession game, though. I think it's clock as much as your enemy is anything.
Porter, a 3. Way too strong. Rebound Reeves. Here comes Tech with 2 timeouts. Not going to use one yet. Got to get a shot up quick. Down to 15. Mustaf forces a 3 and he gets fouled. Davidson's called for a foul.
They're going to try to get the ball to Dylan Hunter. You want the experienced guy going to get it.
Here comes Hunter. They get it to him. Double team fouled quickly by Reeves. He can help get himself there with these 2 free throws. First one good. Among active players. Hunter goes 1 for 2, and Welling misses the rebound. He could have held on to the ball.
And Wasey Reeves getting it on the other end. Go quickly.
Mustaf is going to go all the way for 2. He lays it in with 4.6 to go. 1-point game. Wallin can run for Clemson, which has 2 timeouts.
Denied Dylan Hunter.
Buckner couldn't get it to Welling.
Now the question becomes, if you're Damon Stoudemire, what do you do on this next one? He makes it.
For Buckner. And Buckner hits the free throw, so Georgia Tech can set it up.
They're going to get a quality look.
Kelly for Mustaf. Mustaf for the tie. No good. Clemson survives Georgia Tech and heads into the ACC tournament with a 79-76 win.
Leaders for UConn. There's a turnover. Ross to the rack.
Like that corner 3.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, that's the confidence. And he does shoot 37%. He's going to, it's not a high rate with Marquette. Not worried about who they're playing, the record, their record. They're playing basketball.
There's the follow by Ross. As Reed was praised where you could absorb losses and maintain your ranking.
Nothing they don't deserve, this UConn team. But they're right now being pressed.
Ross. The soft southpaw makes it 58-49.
That's the keeping the dribble alive.
Yeah. Reed comes out to show. Why not? If good on one side, why not the other?
This floor.
Look at that. Stevens again on the deck. But a return to sender by Demery.
Need it.
Mullins.
Got it.
You can get past the pressure in your backcourt. James looks for the rack. Gold! Oh, what a golden moment for the senior! Please stop the clock one more time. And Caravan with a killer? No, air ball. Put back is a beauty by Ross.
This is a game that they have worked. Definitely not a pass. I know he does a lot of things great. Alex Caravan.
Demery. Caravan.
Wow. Wide open.
And that's a foul underneath. Just to cut it to 2.
Beautiful.
Shot clock at 3. Uh-oh, an avenue. A high lifter that doesn't go. UConn can tie it or win it.
Gotta go.
On this possession. Demery. No. Rebound. Marquette. 0.4 is left. It's not over. It's not over. Did we get a T?
Danny Hurley just got thrown out of the game.
Danny Hurley just got turned away. A technical called by Gaffney as Hurley left the bench. That will secure the win, and the crowd knows it.
Kamani Young imploring Danny Hurley, trying to be that stopgap, if you will, to get his coach to.
Yeah,
he wanted a foul call right here.
Yeah.
Right play by Demery, and really good defense. Not good, great defense by Ben Gold.
Danny
Straight
knew,
up.
Yeah. Danny knew that a tie ball was going to Marquette, so in all likelihood the game is over regardless. But boy, what a bad time to get tossed. That's just part of the deal. But a championship for the Big East for him, you know the competitive spirit within this guy. But what a moment for Marquette.
Tell you what
an incredible day for Shaka Smart's team. Danny wasted no time, and he got his licks in immediately. Gaffney would have none of it.
And John Gaffney, one of the guys, you can't touch the ref, though. There was a bump there.
Yeah. That's what makes Shaka Smart and his program so special, and why there's no concern, even with some of the issues in this, the NIL and portal period.
Big lineup on the floor for both teams. He's been better than solid, and I think that's all you can ask. It's not
Looking down, coming in to Phillips. Tigers back in front.
And Tanner will be going back to the foul line for Vanderbilt. 6
to what the Commodores in the half court has been a big difference of why they have not been able, or for Tennessee to not able to be disrupted.
Not just playing for in-state bragging rights, but for NCAA tournament implications and seeding.
On this possession right here by the Commodores.
Here's Evans to the bucket, counted in the foul.
Minutes to corral many offensive rebounds, but there you see Felix Okpara.
Store. Inside, throwing up the prayer is Pinkins, and Pinkins.
Beard has his best offensive team on the floor right now.
Pinkins takes it right in on Monger, down to 3. Michi thinking about it. Just a desperation heave. Here's Perry to Dia. Dia going to work on Strong. Dia, that's just candy. 2
shots right at the rim. He's got to be to score that basket.
Right at the rim. Now Jiffa missed it. Dia there to clean it up. We're on all types of attention. Drives around the double, kicks it out. Ellis on a 3, pops out. Ole Miss on the rebound. And here he gets it. Michi in the front court with 3. Long range 3 on the way. Got it! Michi Johnson. Dia, no sir. And Carolina goes.
No, Trey will be, to me, Trey's a first teamer. I mean, when you think about the turnaround, Miami a 3rd seed in the ACC tournament, and not only what he's doing scoring, but his assists as well, leadership.
But Woolley getting great position there, not to be denied. The ACC tournament is going to be a blast.
It really is.
And I know Duke is Duke. They have been spectacular. Donaldson way downtown.
And that is a matchup that so many would love to see.
Downstairs, Khalifa, he'll finish it.
Oftentimes, coaches have to protect players from themselves.
More backcourt pressure. McNeely breaks it. Ahead for Frew. He'll slam it down. Donaldson, power drive for 2. Talk about stuffing the stat sheet.
Yes, and he's done it all season long.
McNeely's open. Big rebound. Underneath Frew. He'll kick it for Hadley. Got it! For the Cardinals. Conwell.
Oh, great hands.
Knocked away by Uday. On the run, Henderson, and he is fouled on the play.
Louisville's always had a response throughout this game, finding a way to keep that separation between the two teams.
6 to get off a shot. Javon Hadley in close. Yes, another answer. And with a shot clock winding down, Malik Renew with the stuff. The Canes with an opportunity to tie it. Washington back out. Donaldson fires. Got it! Under 4 minutes to play in Miami. Miami trying to get the lead. Donaldson gives it to them. McNeely trying to get by Donaldson. And cannot hit. The tip is up and good.
Giving the Cards the lead right back.
Winds up an own goal. Donaldson. Nice pass and Renew at the finish. Donaldson with the basketball. He's 13 points in the second half. He's 5 for 5. He's made all 3 of his threes too. Washington will try one. Yes! Woolley taking a look at the shot clock, down to 8 now. On the penetration, gives it off and a slam. Frew right there to finish.
Woolley became a de facto point guard when Michael Brown Jr. was injured early. Pat Kelsey said that was something he found, and now you see him trusting him to make plays late in the game.
Donaldson will fire. Too strong. Rebounded away by Adrian Woolley. And Louisville up by 1 as we approach the 1-minute mark in Miami. .105 to play.
Woolley taking his time. He gets Hadley moving. McNeely heads the opposite corner. He'll turn and fire. Well short. Rebound tipped. And the shot clock went to zeros.
Kelsey wants a foul on that three-point attempt.
Louisville with some pressure. Here's Donaldson. Miami trailing by 1 with the ball and 43 seconds to go. Malik Reneau kicks out is Washington. Rebound tipped up and in by Henderson. Miami on top by 1. No timeout by Kelsey. Woolley steps back and launches. Got it! A three-pointer. Right through the heart. 18.4 to go. Louisville by 2. And Miami will take a timeout with 14.1 seconds. Henderson in for Donaldson. Trying to make a move on Conwell. Spun away. It's off the hand. He threw it away. Off Reneau. It'll be Louisville ball with 8 seconds to go. Leading by 2.
Reneau took his eyes off the basketball. As simple as really thinking about what he was going to do before he catches the basketball as Donaldson is falling down and tries to get rid of the basketball. But you see Reneau, who sticks the right hand out, but he takes his eyes off the ball. They've got 2 elite free throw shooters, and you talk about McNeely, who they'll try to get the basketball to, and Conwell, who's experienced at this time of the game so fast.
And makes them both. Huge makes there by Ryan Conwell.
Moot point at this point at 6.7. Just stay out of the way.
Kelsey saying no fouls, no fouls. Donaldson blows by everybody, lays it in. 2.2 seconds to go and a timeout. The ability to run that line. Trying to get it in. He does for Frew, and he's tied up immediately and fouled. Misfire on number 1.
Allows them to set up an inbounds play.
He makes it.
So Miami will take their time.
Looking for a miracle, Miami. Allen gets it in. Washington from midcourt fires it up, and it rims out. And Louisville wins it 92-89.
Allowed Tennessee to get the putback.
Okereke back into the game with 3 fouls. Draws a foul and 1. Gillespie, Tennessee's leading scorer, with the basketball. And a lid continues to be on the rim for him, but right place, right time.
Had after his freshman year, and he's been showing everyone what he's able to do.
Gillespie trying to turn the corner, put his defender on skates.
The noise starts to get into the building to get a quality shot.
Nickel relocates, knocks down a 3, his first.
I'm telling you, he brought that one hard, and the rim still shaking on the other end.
Evans continue. Okereke drew the double. Pitch out to Bing with 5 to shoot. Bing, that is
the rim.
Has lately become a primary piece off the bench for Mark Byington. Lob to Akbara. How did he get that? Thought the double and had it stolen by Boswell. 3-on-2. Gillespie cradles it to the cup and drops it in. Nickel, catch and shoot from 3.
And Tyler Nickel stepping right into it and rising up.
J.P. Estrella over the top of Okereke to it. Estrella another board. Evans from 3. Yes! As many as 17.
Well, this is where Vanderbilt has been very good. They execute in these moments to get a good shot when the crowd's in it.
Bing with a crowd silencing.
To get a clean look. I'll see them do that again.
Tanner off the bounce. Flips it up and in. A team high 23.
Back to Estrella in the low post.
There he is, defended by Okereke. Turnaround jumper's good.
Stagnant possession here for Vandy.
Okereke creating space as he is done.
Playing with a little bit more pace, you find yourself down.
Estrella hits a three.
To penetrate, find a quality shot.
There he is penetrating, gives it up. Estrella with a two-hand jam.
It is something that players really have to understand how to go about.
Gillespie took it right to the cup. Point in the SEC tournament. A lot of time coming off. Lob talk, Barra. Gets it into Estrella. Heaves a three. Short. Rebound Gillespie. Bobbling the ball. 2 seconds. No.
And in here on the road from the opening tip and took control of this ball.
14 offensive rebounds now.
Corey had it deflected away. Lubin comes up with it. Abel for the tie.
Big threes in this second half.
Wolfpack may have missed some free throws, G-Man, but they've taken 21. Stanford's only taken 4. Air ball for Dent Smith. Baseball pass ahead. Arsenault to catch and kick. Abel for the lead. Keeler had a slow shooting start. Young was looking for a Corey, couldn't find him. So here's Thompson battling with Scotty Ibube. Keeler to beat the buzzer. Throws it in from the edge of the Tuffy logo. February 9th at Louisville. That was not a good day for the Wolfpack. They've had some loud losses. Can they get it done on their home court today? Oh, beautiful pass from Keeler. And then Thompson's dunk falls through as he hung on the rim. Corey comes and takes the handoff. He's at 26 points. Keeler, much closer look. Still got it. Back in Stanford's favor a bit here these last couple of minutes.
You can see, and Stanford has really been grinding the shot clock down here. They've been trying to slow the tempo down some.
Jalen Thompson is in his bag.
Every case like to run it up. You like to play up tempo.
Abuka Okori needs to create something here. And he does.
Contact inside and still finish.
The 9-0 run for Stanford. Copeland gets it to fall. Donovan Young back to Keeler.
You can see now the respect Keeler's getting from the three-point line.
Keeler with a clock winding down. Oh, he did it again. 16-4 run in the last 5 and change. Then Alan Lubin gets it to go.
You look at it right now with Stanford, they'll break if it's an opportunity to get an easy look ahead, but they're looking to run clock.
Rahosi. Oh, you got to foul him there.
At this point in the game, and Lubin's only got, he does not have a personal foul, so he's got a few to give inside.
Can't let him get a layup. Abel with a chance for 3. 6 straight for State. With Keeler fouled out, Dent Smith out there with the Cardinal offense.
Holloman gets the call to defend Okori.
Okori looking for 31. He's got it.
They ran a high pick and roll. Better job guarding it.
The give the ball to Abuka play has been a good one for most of the season for Stanford. Even though he's just an 18-year-old freshman from New Hampshire. He kicks it. Dent Smith at the buzzer. Oh, he puts it in. Onions from JDS.
The key thing is for Stanford to wait for the under 1 second to shoot on the shot clock. Unbelievable how many they've made in the second half.
Copeland with a defender falling on his back. Gets it to go and 1. Copeland a free throw away from answering the made 3 with a 3-point play. Missed it. Offensive rebound, Williams. Abel. Nope. Lubin got a hand on it. Comes to Holloman. Holloman with Lubin creating space. They're going to count the basket and 1 for Trey Holloman. For the Buck. 2-point game. It's alive here in Raleigh.
Credit to Wolfpack. I mean, there are a number of times they could have really gone away in this game, and they have kept fighting back
Can they stop Corey? There hasn't been any reason to believe that they can.
And you know what? A guy is right-handed. You want to try to have him make him beat you with his weak hand, but just a great finish going left.
81-77. Copeland cuts it back to 2. Timeout State. 1-1. No good. Lubin's got it. NC State trails by 2. Will Wade calls the play. State trying to snap the 3-game losing streak. Pass deflected and stolen. And Copeland fouls Dent Smith, flailing for the loose ball. 2-possession lead. And a quiet day for Darian Williams. He's 1 of 8, just 4 points. Lubin hands off. Holloman downhill. Creates contact. Can't get it to fall. Out of timeouts. Dent Smith to inbound. Gets it to Corey. Back to Dent Smith. Ahead to Young. He's the guy you want to foul. They give it back to Smith. And now the foul with 9.9 left.
Critical free throws down the stretch.
He's a cool customer, ain't he? Yeah. Jeremy Dent Smith. 4 clutch free throws. Time is not on the Pack side now. Holloman for 3. No. Rebound save, but just 2 seconds. McNeil for 3. Good. There's going to be a fraction of a second left. But Will Wade, I think, is ready to shake hands.
And get off his heels.
Absent down the perimeter trying to defend Hubbard. McGee takes it inside, though, with the big man away from the back. Mississippi State has turned it over 13 times, and not on this trip down. Ross working on Davis Fleming. Millender, corner 3 is good. Led by 8, that was late in the first half. No good for Ballard. Kick back out, Hubbard. Got it. 21.5 points a game. Second in the league in scoring, 3rd in 3-point field goals. Georgia with another 3s today. Oh, big collision. Screen by Ballard. Little pick and roll. 15 turnovers by Mississippi State. Chris Jans just shaking his head over there. And they've been just careless turnovers. Wilkinson lays it up and in. Hubbard got it. Hit the deck and hit the 3. Blue Kane working on Epps. Little up and under move. How about that? By the way, Georgia season high 21 made 3-pointers against Tennessee Tech earlier this season, and that'll be goaltending against 6-point Georgia lead.
And Blue Kane's been kind of quiet on the offensive end, but don't expect it all the time. Thank you.
We had 16 against the Crimson Tide, and we were sitting there saying, boy, Blue Kane's had a quiet night.
Yeah.
Finishes with 16.
He's so good.
Yep. Stagg will try for 3. He knocks it home.
I tell you what, it's the team that averages 6.3 blocks per game.
Surreal leads.
Smurf. And because they've got a number of people that can get 20 points, and we're watching it this afternoon, just a wide variety of guys can make shots tough to defend.
Georgia beat Alabama 98-88 on Tuesday.
Now they're so quick on offense in the second half.
I mean, how pretty.
In the shoot-around for Alabama, they were running offense. And they kept saying, we're going to run away from number 0.
It's in, guarded by Epps, blocked by Epps. Good defense. Up ahead to McGee. Chase down from behind, still got the shot.
The good ball handlers Georgia has, all good free throw shooters. They can control tempo at the end of a game.
Oh, what a pass from Blue Kane. Got popped in the...
Not in the fashion that they've won. And his team had to make some adjustments and get better.
Hubbard up to 36.
Which will be a school record.
Which is crazy to think. Hubbard.
But he's not done yet.
No.
All those pieces right now down the stretch.
Millender in the lane, threw it up, got it to go.
Gosh.
try it again. This one won't go. The tap is good, though. Davis flip. Hubbard tries to get it back in a hurry, does so. Ball fakes his way to another three. Let this one in despite a 42-point performance from Josh Hubbard. Georgia knocks home 17 threes.
Rick Pitino swears by him. And they show Pitino what he's running from, and he beats St.
Boy,
Thomas.
that's a contested three for Jasper Johnson.
It's 1 for 5. 1 for 5 gets you on the bench in baseball.
Boy, Houck slammed it off of Handlockton. It ends up in Brown's hands. No good. And it's getting frenetic here at Rupp. And Brown slows it all down. Said, not here. Lee. No, tipped up and in. Houck, and here's the overwhelming nature of Florida.
That's not an opinion now. That was a fact. I made that statement. So once in a while, I do get right.
Yes.
But let me say this.
More than once in a while, Dick.
If he stayed there, but they won it anyway with Tommy Smith, who did a great job with that team.
All right, Yelovich will knock a three down right in front of his own bench. Dribbles through, throws it up. That was an acrobatic shot. Look who Xavier Lee, wide open and an easy two. Well, that wasn't so easy once he had to go over that rim.
To me, the tournament's supposed to be for excellence, not for mediocrity. And that's not even basically mediocre. Oh, wait, with a jump shot mid-range.
Aberdeen, nice stop, and then up and in.
Yeah, but you're not going to go through or above Chinelu.
He works into the paint. Good defense, 2 seconds to go. Condon. Oh my goodness, a backbreaker.
Chandler really struggled. He also did Texas A&M game.
Well done by Diabate.
Gave him a sensational 6.
Get one to go down. Aberdeen, Diabate. Took it right at Condon. Kentucky's got one timeout left. Florida's got 2. Condon inside, too strong as he goes up over Diabate.
Nice one-on-one move by Condon. He really attacked the baseline really well.
Aberdeen contested, but he finds the bottom.
The only explanation I can give you.
They need a 3. They need a 3, man. They need a 3.
Oweh elects for a 2 when he gets it up over the rim.
Something else.
Aberdeen Marino.
The 2-man play right there.
It's a 2-possession game. Yeah, no more timeouts.
Rolling down the lane.
Again,
to 6.
Lee fell down and slipped. They don't call a travel. Joe Lindsay was right there. They will foul Fland.
Thank you guys for having me aboard with you. Lots of luck in the SEC. And I'm looking forward to going to the ACC, doing the championship.
And this shot from Diabate will end it. 84-77 the final, an 11-0 run to start the game, a 13-0 run to end it. They've won 11 in a row and 8 in a row on the road.
Ball fakes and no anticipation there by Blackwell.
Lawyer feeding Clough inside.
He's going to try to jockey if the scoreboard agrees with him. The jockey for about the 8-minute mark.
Big 3, it's Bieliev. Young man who played for Maccabi Tel Aviv at the ripe old age of 18 overseas in one of the top leagues in the world. That's 2 since that point in an 11-3 run for the Boilermakers. Big possession here. Blackwell elevates and connects.
Down to get a good shot when they need one, and that was a perfect example of all 3.
Blackwell has 23, and look. Bielowski's tough pass underneath. This is Rapp. Rhodey from deep. That's a 3. Player, way too much. Up the floor, streaking. Boyd careens to the cup, flicks it up and in. Kaufman went back on the floor from that Panther as they go big now with both he and Clough. This is Meyer creating the space. Still plenty of time to shoot. Clough gets it to Meyer. Comes around his screen, little pick and roll action. Clough coming heavy. Their highest ranking of the season. Do they have enough? Blackwell drives and kicks. This is Boyd. Crosses over. Exquisite pass. Gets it to Blackwell.
Back to the hoop.
Boy, John Blackwell is painting a masterpiece. 25 as Smith has the answer for the Boilermakers. And into the hands of Boyd. 20-point per game score, turns the corner to the basket, lays it in. Shot clock winding down. This is Smith looking to create magic shot. Teams are out of fouls as Boyd initiates the Wisconsin offense. Here he comes to the basket, and he puts it down. He has been a revelation all season. Braden Smith gets Blackwell in his back.
Oh, look at that.
Carving his way to the road grader.
You got it.
Crowd rises to its feet. Boyd! Iceman! So Boyd with the silencer as we are inside of 2 minutes. Kaufman win! 90 seconds left. Braden Smith into the corner. Lawyer! History!
To the right, a little less effective.
For to shoot. Boyd, contact, flicks it up, and puts it down! First season in the program, one of the top portal recruits after 1 year at South Dakota State. 1 of 2 at the line.
One of my guards, 5 seconds or so.
And Clough gets it back. This is Smith, and it is over. The Wisconsin Badgers.
11:20 to play here in a crucial Mountain West Conference battle. Inside, JT Rock is double teamed and still gets the ball up and in. Aggies started out this second half on a huge run. The Lobos have not faded at all. Another big three, MJ Collins. A rare miss. And MJ gets Hall up in the air and hits. See what Eric Olin has drawn up coming out of that timeout. Bullion just backing in Keller and scoring.
See, that's what the Aggies need to do. Get Albury off Allen, get up there, set a screen, get them open. Collins wants this.
Oh, he does. Keller again tips it, keeps it alive. 20 seconds on that new shot clock. And MJ again. And another fight, and it's up and in. And one. That culture that incoming coaches just latch onto and keep it rolling.
Well, and I think, Utah State, for its part, has become such a stepping stone for the best, most talented coaches in the country, shooting in the post there.
Collins up over Rock, up and in. Boy, how about living up to that number, by the way?
Yeah.
A red jersey with 23 on it. There's the lob! Oh, baby. But there's been a lot of one-on-one matchups that have been great, but that one's been entertaining, no doubt. Now they switch. And Albury with the steal. And Albury finishes. Hall working it.
Yeah. Collins, ooh.
Oh, left him open. Oh, block shot, Allen. And Hall, he wanted to take that again. He's got ice in his veins.
Yeah.
Short shot goes up and in for Tennette.
Got him.
Oh, I saw what you were thinking, Allen. Yeah, he did. Fallsliv clears a little space and scores. Got to watch out for Hall, but meanwhile, Bullion, now he's on a little bit of a tip. Oh, Zach in the post.
He looked to pass and then saw his layup.
7-point Aggie lead. Approaching a minute and a half. That's a nice pass underneath, and they end up with a Bullion slam dunk. Especially the Aggies who have solidified their NCAA tournament spot. Tough second half for Hall as he fired, especially when you're probably as evenly matched as they really are.
Right.
And again, bodies flying everywhere, but nothing called anywhere. Miller throws another three up. Holy smokes, it's a 3-point game now with 30 seconds to go. This press has really worked well. And King's got it, and he'll race up court, and he is fouled. So back to a 2-possession game with that free throw. And misses the second 4-point game. Lobos not done yet. They need to get moving. I gotta tell you, they've done a great job on Hall, and that three does not go. Keller's got it. 4-point lead. And here we go. Hall for three. That's it. Aggies are your Mountain West Conference regular season champions.
We're 13 for 15 as a team.
But Dordt only shoots 64% in conference play.
Juke Harris, great feed inside the Spillers for an easy two-hand flush. Cal hasn't scored in almost 4 minutes now. They are 0 for their last 8 from the field. Akins with a great move, and he lays it in.
On the offensive boards today.
It is exactly what hurt them against Virginia a few days ago, specifically at the beginning of the game, was allowing offensive rebounds. Harris somehow maintains his composure.
You can't guard that. That's why he's one of the top players in the Atlantic Coast Conference.
Inside to Dorsey, and the layup goes. Clock resets to 20. Now Mason trying to drive, stripped away, he's on the floor, and it's taken away by Pippen. Kicked out for Day-Day Ames. They needed it, and he got it. That's 20 now for Day-Day Ames, who had 18 against Georgia Tech, all in the second half. There's another bucket in the paint for Juke Harris. Pushing the tempo to Day-Day. And it was almost stripped by Harris. Day-Day Ames fades away, knocks it down in the paint.
Good pressure by Cal.
Makai Mason picks up Justin Pippen. Into the corner, three from Dorsey. It goes! Nolan Dorsey knocks it down, just his 10th triple of the season.
Boy, he has really played well in the last few minutes.
Spillers feeds it into Schwieger, who finishes with a left hand. Rebound. Cal, though, needs a bucket.
Maybe you attack Dordt in that situation.
Pippen spots up and hits it. That rebound tied a career-high 13 for Juke Harris. Here he is in the paint. They found him, and he hits it.
You know, he's looking around to pass the ball. When he gets the ball in there, he should be turning around and shooting it.
He's got 27. Here's Camden. Day-Day steps back, contested, and he's fouled by Makai Mason. Cal led by as many as 15 in the first half. Wake Forest led by 13 with 8.5 to play in the game. Mason on the drive. Dordt goes straight up, but Ballou has it on the second chance. Now Pippen leans in, he's fouled, but he can't convert. 60 seconds to play in the regular season finale.
They're back to a man-to-man.
Makai Mason with it. Schwieger to the hoop, and what a finish over Dordt. Timeout Cal in the ACC. Pippen to Camden for three. Too strong. Pippen got a hand on it, but it's a career-high 14th rebound for Juke Harris. It hasn't been the season Wake Forest had hoped for, but that is a fantastic win on Senior Day to finish off their season.
Best turnaround in the country, winning percentage-wise, for Miami. Of any team.
We might have to get my Coach of the Year award.
Thinking about Jay Lucas? Can't give up that habit.
Right.
That's a good one. Soiree the screen. George decides to just fire away at three on the last trip down the court, the first and the second half of the Orange. Here's another chance. Offensive glass, Freeman. Freeman against two defenders. Spins off the rim. Another chance for Freeman. George has 19 points. He's the leading scorer for the Orange. Shot clock is at 4.
Freeman telling Betsy to throw it.
George over Mullen.
All over the place.
We'll double check it for you, but
it's
that was
not on the side. They got to change that.
That was the indication we got. We'll check on it for you. George, who led the way with 16 points in the loss of Louisville in the most recent game for the Orange. Hesitation. Freeman against the double team off the glass.
Played so well the last few years for Georgia Tech.
3.5 minutes now without points for Pitt. Andrusaitis stepping back with confidence. Going to the floor to save it for the Orange on the held ball situation. King, spin it, give it up. Betsy from the corner, bullseye.
It's not playing down the stretch. Haven't seen this lineup.
Kings swirls it on in.
Pitt, 3 minutes left for the rest of your season. You got to lock in right here, defend.
Does the road lead to Charlotte for the Panthers?
Using his physicality, finishes that with the left.
First lead for the Orange in the second half since the early moments of this second stanza. Corin, Kyle defending, over Kyle for Corin.
Got another cable coming up.
George with his 24 points in the game. Now Kings driving. Dunning Jr. on the block. It is ruled goaltending. Getting down to crunch time. Just over 2 minutes to go in regulation.
Here it comes again.
The 130th all-time meeting between these longtime rivals across conferences. George poked around. Cialeppa. Kyle, Kings, Andrusaitis out of bounds.
You can tell right now for Pitt, it's what's on the line.
Andrusaitis driving kick. Dunning Jr.
As I said before, Andrusaitis pick and roll until they stop it. They have not stopped it yet. Continue to do that if you're Pitt, and if you're Syracuse, get it to your closer Kings. What you're doing right now.
17 points for Dunning Jr. Kings passing tight quarters. Kyle the catch in the double team.
Oh, he's got to shoot that.
Freeman trying to carve his way into the Pitt D. He was surrounded. This has been an OT game in this series since February of 2004. It was a Syracuse win over then number 3 Pitt. In that game back in 04. George along the baseline over Minor.
George taking advantage of his size right there over Minor, bumping him and shooting right over him in the baseline.
Andrusaitis trying to answer for the Panthers. What a drive as he went right up against Kyle.
On the fingertips, you got to give the corner and the post on Freeman. That's a mismatch right there.
Dunning Jr. whirls on the baseline. Minor pulls up. Minor hits.
I say, man, eventually one of those is going to fall. Confidence still.
Freeman got the bounce. Andrusaitis. Corin with the jam. Kyle got in the way.
High-level athletes, gladiators meeting at the rim. Blocks it. It's number 4.
We've got 10.2 seconds to go in overtime.
Maybe a little bias for you guard-friendly folks out there.
Andrusaitis driving. Kyle didn't get there in time. Goaltending.
He leaves early as Betsy is expected to pick a roll in a switch. When's your guy you want going full speed?
George. Clock running down. Midcourt, let it go. Freeman out of his fingertips, and Pitt,
we'll see you next week,
wins it 71-69, and they can celebrate.
Diva lets it go. Boy, Agee, he has just been relentless underneath. Griffin, this could go. Another one. Isaacs gives it up. Griffin off the screen.
Well, you can make that.
I'm surprised he hesitated. Splits the D. Griffin up with the bat. Gonna throw it near the rim. Put it up. Nothing there. Griffin on the run. Diba finishes. And have to improvise now. 5 to shoot. Look at Isaacs cutting the rim.
How about who found him, though? AG with a sensational.
Instead, McKinnon. Kick it to Sutton. Lets it go. They're crashing the glass. And yeah, so that time they're in front once again. AG. This is a 3. AG, a crunch time 3.
23. Well, he's going to this year one way or the other, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Diva trying to take DeWolko off the bounce.
LSU have an answer. See, this is what I like. Reese getting into the paint.
High off the glass, got it to go. That is a smart move. A fun, compelling finish coming up, you'd think. Griffin giving right back. AG off the window. Rashawn AG trying to make up for some lost time here. McKinnon off the screen. McKinnon goes behind the back into the paint. Max McKinnon ties it at 70. Isaacs off the screen. Isaacs into the paint. Kick it back out. This is Clemens, the shooter. No. Thomas got it. With time winding down in the final seconds. Griffin, a career-high 21 today. Nearly had it knocked away. Boy, he's wide open and scores it.
A&M had some trouble getting organized.
Open. Tamba taps it back in.
I think some guys were
You makes him pay and leads by 1. Isaacs, finger roll. It's pure.
Let's see what.
Now it's 8 seconds for Griffin. Can they capitalize with the second look? Isaacs fouled by Tamba. Finger up. Nothing there. McKinnon, they need it. McKinnon splashes a 3. AG, oh, they dare him. Oh, AG, the veteran. To be a game-changing defensive steal. 11 seconds. Reese to the basket, floats it in. A rookie with a clutch play.
Well, he might be a freshman in name, but it's name only.
It's Isaacs, the 5 out there. 5 seconds. Griffin, ball in his hands. 3 seconds with 1. Griffin, no!
Coming.
AG, tap it back out. Isaacs throws it up. Isaacs has it. Isaacs didn't know what he was going to do with that one when he left his feet. It's a turnover. McKinnon into the paint. McKinnon fouled. Miller got his hand on it. Forces the takeaway. McKinnon spins, finishes. Timeout. What's the A&M response going to be? This is Hill working inside. Hill goes up. Count it. And the foul. It's Hill. Jump stop. Knocked loose. We are going to a 3rd overtime. Dominguez. Throw it back out. Dominguez. Difficult one. Oh, he knocks in a big. Who wants it? Both of these teams leaving it all out there. Miller to the cup. Miller banks it in. Oh, LSU with the board. 1:10 to play. They've got a chance to swing back in front. Reese. Deflect. Woko. Kick it. Reese hesitated. There's only 4 to shoot. There goes the rookie. Into the paint. Off balance. It's in. Jalen. AG. Passes up on the 3. Lays it in. And a foul.
Try to free up McKinnon.
Reese to the basket, throws it up. Rebound A&M. They got a foul now, nearly taken away. It's a 7.4. You're feeling really good. Hits the first. The senior from Stockholm, Sweden. 1 out of 2. Clock running. We got a whistle. .9. McKinnon's got it. They're not coming up to foul yet. McKinnon, he's got a look. No. .5. Diva got it. A&M. It's out the regular season.
Side gets in his face. sticking with them. Mark baseline. Ooh, ripped away by Jones. Jones eyes up. Oh, the throw down by Mo. He's taking the lead by 2. We go as Mo goes. The words from his coach, Porter Moser. And right back at you, Boca Titus. And it's Oklahoma basketball, 17 to work with on the shot clock. Forsythe to the SEC logo. Buttery touch there.
Athleticism, obviously.
9 ties, 8 lead changes tonight. Pack almost lost it. Ooh, Weaver. Somehow Pack gets by him. That's tough to do. Pack, the finish, and 1. Texas will secure the 8th seed in the SEC tournament in the final first round bye. What happened was we did indeed have the correct information coming on air, and there was a typo delivered from the SEC office. 3 straight wins for the Sooners. Left for dead with that 9-game losing streak and started the 2nd game of their SEC run. Porter Moser said it was gut punch after gut punch. But the Sooners keep fighting.
Yeah, and he comes in off the bench. Forsythe does energy, and he can score the basketball.
63-57 lead for Oklahoma. Ripped away by Xavier Brown, who's having a night to remember. Here's Pack. Left open for 3. Pack got it! Nigel Pack letting his bench know, I got you.
And you knew at some point Nigel was going to find an opening from the three-point line.
Hope lost it. Back-to-back turnovers into the hounds of Brown. Brown, that will slow it down. Back to Brown. Corner 3, ripped it. OU going off. Back-to-back turnovers for Texas.
And they've found success really has been Dalen Swain turning the corner and getting to the free throw line, drawing fouls for Texas.
Pack is turning the screw defensively against Pope. Cody the dump down. Boca Titus using that 7-foot frame. And finishes. Goes out. Texas wants to push. Pope. But Reed got to him quickly. Tipped. Boca Titus on McGee. Double team. Mark for 3. Got it! Rolls it off. Pope with the rebound. Swain the lob. Nick Cody the flush. Offensive rebound for OU. Final 4 minutes. The most important 4 minutes of the season for OU. And somehow Xavier Brown rolls it in. He's got 21. 3:33 left to go. OU trying to hold on. 71-64. A win keeps it in the conversation for the NCAA tournament. A win for the Longhorns makes him the number 8 seed in Nashville. Oh, tough make! Got it! Mark pass Pack. Mark leans into it and got it. 2-point game with 2 minutes left. They can close this one out. They still have a shot.
Tay Davis needs to stay aggressive if he touches it in this offensive possession.
Jones baseline. Davis the tough finish and gets it done. He's got 12 points. A little bit of a lot tonight for Davis.
There was a lot of ball screen action, guys moving, and credit Jones to take tight curl and finding a cutter.
Mark got bumped by Pack and called for the foul on the floor. A little offense for defense here. In the hands of Swain. Would be a first-team All-SEC pick. His first year of the conference. 5 on the shot clock for Jordan Pope. Brown on him. Pope, no good. And OU with the rebound. Under a minute to play. The most important minute of the season for the Oklahoma Sooners. No Pack on the court for the Sooners. And they got Brown. The lob, the finish. How'd he do it? Reverse style. Mo McGee. Goodness gracious, Big Mo. Here's Mark harassed and fouled.
Looks like they're setting up like a wide receiver play.
Yeah, Brown will be the receiver, the intended target. Here comes the trap. Forsythe nearly lost it. He stepped out of bounds. Cannot happen. Davis and Reed check in. Give OU an offensive boost. Swain looking for the big shot. Double team. Mark for three. Contested. He's going to go to the line for three. Forsythe has to get it in, and Davis is fouled by Cody. No timeouts for Texas. Jordan Pope, he's got 22. Pulls up for three. There was some contact, no whistle. Bounces around. Pope got it back, and he's fouled! 3 points potentially coming for Jordan Pope via the line.
See, and this is what I'm talking about here. We don't know what Xavier Brown is thinking, but what I believe he's thinking. You're up 3. We foul up 3. Right? You know that strategy. My argument always is, if it's a perfect scenario, that could work.
A make here ties it up at 77. Ice in his veins. To break some hearts here in Austin. Brown from near half court, and we are going to overtime to win this game tonight and then go on another run in Nashville. A haunting final 30 seconds of regulation for the Sooners. And Pack nearly lost that. Step back, but Swain was on him tight. The roll, Reed, tough finish, and gets it to go. Pope on Pack. Pope uses the glass. He's got 27. Turnover number 10 for the Sooners. Texas will try to cash in. Mark thought about it for a moment. He's got Davis on him. Working off the screen. Swain offensive rebound. The kick to Pope for 3. Pope got it! Texas back in front. For Jordan Pope. Oklahoma again playing from behind. McGee to Pack. Good look for Pack. And Pack too strong. McGee tips it in. OU back in front, 83-82. Let's keep going, boys and girls.
Tay Davis not allowing Swain to get to that right hand over that Boca Titus screen. Great defense.
Got SEC defense on display. And Pope nearly made the move and the bucket.
See, now that's a winning defensive rebound right there. That's a winning stop, and it ends with the defensive rebound.
Under 30 to go. In the hands of the 6-year star, Nigel Pack. Trying to keep the Sooners alive for the tournament. 10 on the shot clock. Brown tries to get past Titus. The kick, corner 3. Yes! Darion Reed delivers. Jordan Pope fires, no good. Pack with the rebound. OU leads 88-82. And the team that blew a 6-point edge in the final 30 seconds, putting on a clinic on how you blow a lead, stays together and delivers the OT win.
Both teams with successful appeals and keep their challenge. Here's Martinelli underneath, and he is crafty. Door cut. Here's Tyson slashing off the feed from Osima. Again. Out to West up top for 3, and here comes Jake West. Durkin for three.
You want to talk about...
Was tipped. Singleton underneath to Martinelli and one. Boy, Northwestern was patient. 6.5 to go. Just a 7-point game. Underneath, Singleton throws it down. Got a great pass from Reed. Grove to Tyson. Puts it up and in, and a foul.
Now, that was pretty, okay?
Single digits the last 6 games, scoring before tonight. Martinelli, good look, and buries the three.
The difference between that and the miss, no hesitation.
West, the slip inside, Martinelli! And this is now just a 3-point game. Martinelli in the paint, 2 more.
How about the dribble and then the step?
5 to shoot. West, the kick in the corner, 3 on the way is good from Jordan Clayton and the Wildcat. Reynolds spins on West, double team, Osima. Bobbled, got it back, muscles, missed it, tipped around, Sheravino has... Knocks it down, a confident stroke. For the soft and a 3-point lead. Reynolds throws it down. Got clock off, 1-point game. Reynolds, the step, the layup, good. Nico Marvino throws it in, here we go. Martinelli will fire for 3. Back iron, no. Tipped around, loose on the floor. West bobbles, it's over. The buzz on, 67-66. And Minnesota ends the year with a 13-4 home record.
57-53, closing in on the 12-minute mark. Right, great find, and that's Poop and a bucket.
Yeah. I'd go right back and right if I could.
Inside to Bonsa, jumper is good. Back and forth we go. Queta on Penny. Atwell.
Come on.
Wow.
Come on, are you kidding me?
To the corner, Penny. And a rebound pulled down by Booth, right?
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that hesitation.
Somehow I just spread the floor. I would just let Rob Wright go to work.
Right, off balance, nice shot.
That's it.
And eventually Queta has it. Now DeBonsa pushing up ahead. DeBonsa inside and one. Wright lost the handle briefly, gets inside. Shot was contested, but a putback there, and it's Keba Queta. Watts bullies his way inside. Lawan Watts with 2s. Anderson with the bigger Keba Queta on him. Anderson got it.
Shot.
Big bucket.
Yep.
From way downtown, we're tied. Anderson with a triple. It's a 9-0 Texas Tech run.
How about this guy, man? Ice water.
Great look, Davis wide open. Gets it to go. BYU rallies and knocks off number 10, Texas Tech. And it's on to the Big 12 tournament. They'll face Kansas State in the first round.
And Somerville runs the floor. And scores.
That's what I need.
Back cut, Carter.
I think it's just been somewhat of shot selection.
What a catch and finish.
One thing that Oregon's done a really good job of tonight as well. Lynn knocks in a 3.
He comes back to Washington next year. If he's in the NBA draft, he's going to have to prove at some point that he can be a freak like Zach Edey or somebody like that.
He is a 76% free throw shooter. There's Evans.
If you're a poor free throw shooter, that really works against you in being evaluated.
He'll try. Steinbach
Right
hits
on
the
cue.
three.
Nice, but a couple threes from Washington, and all of a sudden we got a 12-point game.
Lindsay goes at Steinbach. He's playing with those 3 fouls for the first. And Steinbach wins that battle.
The other thing, Washington's been getting some extra possessions here of late. Ball up for UW here.
Muldrew and Peterson and Yates. As Diallo battles underneath, or rather Steinbach.
They weren't getting any.
And a steal. 3-on-1. Wesley Yates lays it in. Biddle. Steinbach walling off. Evans following.
Defender to Biddle. Leaves Evans open on the weak side. Offensive board.
Steinbach.
Whoa. Blitz, but not a good shot.
Muldrew fading, and
guess who?
Steinbach ties it.
Get him on the roll here. Screen roll.
Simpkins scores. Kimari Peterson. Diallo explosive to the rim, and the Huskies back on top.
Right now you can foul.
Evans tries a three, and he's fouled on the three. He's tied the game. Here is Zoom Diallo. Steinbach, double, trouble, turnover, and Evans is fouled at 2.5. At one point, they lost 10 straight this year. They do finish the year with some momentum. And they were tested tonight, led by 21.
Keaton Wagler down a lane with the left. He's got 7.
Balance, and then the physicality, then to finish it with a left hand in traffic.
Remember, that's a guy in Wagler who had 46 earlier this year at Purdue, a Big Ten freshman record. Bills again today. Mirkovic, double team, falls right to Boswell. 24th win of the season, and finished Big Ten play at 15-5. They've also been tremendous on the road, 7-2 on the road in conference action. There goes Mills again.
See if you can find a mismatch and go down on the block.
Mills in the passing lane, steals it, finds Watts, count it, and the foul! Stojakovic trying to get it down to him, and they do. Shot clock at 5. Mirkovic, yes, tough off the window.
Right back to that.
It has been Mills and it has been Mirkovic. The M&M boys on each side. Here's Mills. Oh my! But this has been a treat here this afternoon at College Park. Stojakovic right through 2 defenders. Humrickhouse trying to get it down inside. Instead, it's Wagler. Back to Humrickhouse. Yes.
That's just good.
6 minutes to go. 4-point lead. Over the top. Mirkovic collects and scores. So the Terps have enough in the tank. They have battled from the get-go. Heavy underdogs today. Adams, the top 50 recruit, puts it home.
That was nice. Round the back.
Brad Underwood called him a silent killer. He's even as his stardom has risen, he says he has maintained that same even keel approach. Mills.
Did Detroit. And a lot of time left to make something happen.
Adams navigates inside, keeps the dribble off the glass. 4-point game. Terps and Metcalf.
Metcalf's done a nice job of rebounding down there.
Driving in, there's Mills! Wagler to inbound. David Mirkovic, the freshman from Montenegro. Inside, he got it!
What a play
runner by Brad.
Will avoid a quad 3 loss. And Illinois escapes and secures a triple bye.
Well, Iowa chasing 10. Banks is doubled. And bangs his way in a physical drive.
Freshman Braden Fragers checks. Tavion Banks.
Banks didn't play the first 8 minutes or so, and they lost Hoiberg.
Another Granger. Nebraska's offense has been surgical in this second half.
+6 since halftime. Iowa trailing by double digits again. Sturge can't get one up against Jacobson. Relocates. Ball pops over to Koch, who is red hot.
Opportunities on skips and ball reversals.
He's kept Iowa in the game.
No doubt.
9 points since the half, all on threes. And 4 threes overall in the game. Jacobson gets the bounce.
So now, see if Ben McCollum can space Koch and get him involved.
Another strong drive for Banks that he puts down.
Explosive and strong in those rolls.
When he took a bump on his way in, he was grabbing his head and wiping the forehead on his way back down. Ooh, Jacobson somehow kept that pivot and found 2 more.
Grinder in the first half.
And first game played in the mid-50s. We're already there with inside 10 minutes to go. Combs spins and rattles it down. Another play.
With their slower, methodical pace and Sturts, they're going to be a tough draw for somebody in the NCAA tournament.
Iowa back-to-back one-possession losses. Both felt very different. As Lawrence lights up another 3. Sturts louder at the start of the game, or did they do that moment louder?
Another post-up for Sanford.
Sanford on the take.
Man, this dude
can go up 2 feet again.
Absolutely.
Banks back to the rim. He discarded Sanford.
You're down 10, 7 minutes to go. Here he goes.
On a lane line drive he creates for Howard.
He's accustomed to these sorts of situations.
He has 6 points in this game. Remember, a 20-point game just 2 games ago against Ohio State. And through the back, it's Frager wide open.
Again, I'm sorry if I'm going to repeat myself. There's no dip down when he catches it.
It is gone as soon as he catches it. Iowa without Sturt scoring, just 1 field goal in the half.
Great pass.
Koch keeps it going from outside.
I just think the more you can get the defense in rotation and get.
Well, the Michigan game against Michigan State just went final, so a Nebraska win. They're the 2 seed next week in Chicago. A 3 for Banks rolls down.
There's some real game pressure on Nebraska, and Sam Hoiberg back into the game with 4 personal fouls.
Into Mast, who's hit a couple of 3s in this half to crack the seal from outside. He crouches inside. And with a little hook, he's found his inside game too.
Patience reigns supreme, getting to the jump hook.
The crowd back alive in a 6-point game, and Sturts just his second. Oh, what good on-ball defense from Cale Jacobson.
He can guard 1 through 5, folks.
Well, 94 feet of Cale Jacobson. In his first and only year before he goes to the NBA. And quick take for Combs to make it 4 again. What can make it a 1-possession game? Inside a half minute. Combs on the take and the beautiful finish. 2-point game. In the hands of Sturts. He turns the corner with 10 seconds to go. A 3 for the tie is an air ball. Fulgaris gets it back out. Combs for the tie. He nails it. Level at 70 in Lincoln.
But what poise from Fulgaris. He gets the rebound. Recognition, you're down 3. A 2's not going to help you. Looks to the 3-point line, and Combs delivers. But just incredible poise and IQ from Fulgaris.
2.7 to go. Tie game. Hoiberg in his final game here at half court for the win. And we go to overtime. And Nebraska with a win. They're the 2 seed in the Big Ten tournament. A loss, they're the 4 seed. Either way, you play in the quarterfinals next week in Chicago. Illinois and Michigan State looking on with interest. Hoiberg finally gets it. Mast went crumbling down. Jacobson for three, and the first basket of overtime. Jason clock. And 2 minutes to go in overtime.
Got a switch. Sturts likes the matchup.
And Sanford forced to give up. Fulgaris can't get it back to him. It's Koch, that hot spot from the corner. He ties it up on his 6th three of the game. On a day where Sturts hasn't scored big. 18 from Combs and Koch. Drive, kick, three. Down it goes! Cale Jacobson!
It was unbelievable from Cale Jacobson.
We said it. Not known for his three-point shooting, and he has two from either corner in the overtime. It's Hoiberg! 5-point lead, Nebraska.
Again, you're talking about a guy that has not shot the ball well. Only 12 made threes on the season coming into tonight, hitting two big ones. And Sam Hoiberg on senior day, big drive and